alleys. Things unraveling helix. Calamities and tragedies that happen in sequence. The whole world, now nobody has any feelings. The whole world's numb. Need a hat, glove, boots, and a fur jacket. It's cold, one of you turn savage. From a whole hurt package for the nerve damage. Get over the place by the time. Twerk and the boys wanna burst money. They want to esoterically paralyze king, trying to live in their ability to analyze things, so they add them to pantomime. Paradise. Look at all the fuckeries they're glamorizing. Seems like rituals are sacrificing. All the gravity and sort of writings. Geoengineering, the large hadron collider. They want a microchip under my skin. But when I look around, everybody's turning up. The buildings of the government are burning up. Everybody's fighting for the rights of a black man. A couple hashtags. Some cool t-shirts, some logo on a snapback, on the head of a rapper in a backpack. Then he's back in a Snapchat, double tap IG pic of a chick with a fat cap. Used to be pharaohs in Egypt, now we're emotional, permanent Egypt. The whole world now nobody has any feelings. The whole world now nobody has any feelings. Since humanities unraveling helix, calamities and tragedies that happen in sequence. The whole world now nobody has any feelings. The whole world's numb.
Man like Rob is true. I see you. Big up yourself. I'm saying goodbye to Hangouts. Today's the last day. You don't know. You don't know.
From charting the stars, to stepping in the mask in the dark. I need to heal it. I need to heal it. I need to heal it.
Is the sound coming through all right? You don't know, RP Hangouts. Good thing, maybe. I don't know.
Used to be pharaohs in Egypt, now we're emotional, permanent Egypt.
Maybe we'll have to link up more often in real life instead of this Hangout business.
The whole world's numb. Hat, gloves, boots, and a fur jacket. It's cold, one of you turn savage. The whole hurt package for the nerve damage. Get always replaced by the term ratchet. And the queens rock a permanent sperm addicts. They wanna twerk and the boys wanna burst matics.
Yeah, just bear with me. I just want to play some tunes for you, man, because I'm at work. Let's see what the gang is saying.
I'm like a tsunami, just piracy running my way, but I'm like I'm fighting. Here come coke, my orange be right, but girls wanna show me their pride. One time, I wanna live alone and I hide it. I know when I close with my eyelids. Look close, you might see a ghost in my eyelids. Please don't approach when I'm like this. And it is, I mix the MT with some cannabis before I can walk, cause I write this. When I ride with my Jeep, yeah. Use my phone on silent, yeah. Like the spies and police, yeah. It's COVID, I'm big bracket. I know some activists, I know some life, I know some savage shit, I live in writing. I know some girls on me. I know some facts that I actually ride it, don't know my destiny. I'm a prophet, I'm a survivor. I'm a patient, I'm a defense. I should be in the silence. Cause I'm taking queen of witchcraft. There's no crap when I watch the horizon. It's life in the game. At the end, you face the love for that bison. Sits in the trap, I'm like a ladder. I just got up for the pipe and roll. Dodging the slammer before in the manner. We are not stopping for sirens. Some friends got stabbed in the heart. I could not stop him from crying. You know this is a king with bulletproof rings. No weapon could stop him from flagging. The air is so toxic, it's frightening. Ain't I got it arrested. There's something to man of the basket. And I think sorry for shopping for time. Shopping for items. It's not even icon. It's true talk whenever my mic's on. Left guard from the streets, people calling my way from my heart and my pleas. Rise at the mad eye, following the star of the east. While the rich get trapped by the star of the east. Big crypto currency, the mark of the beast. I can smell blood like a shark in the sea. Michelle was the man in the apartment to breathe. Then it's spark in the park of the dark. Ran the shotgun down to the bark of the tree. Jumped down with the arms of my feet. And everything negative karma for me. It's getting harder to sleep.
Big up John Haggins. Big up yourself. Just the vibes you want today. No RIP. Hang out. Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
Told the doc my heart was burning. He just gave me canvas score. I am like a vagabond, traveling through Babylon, searching for the God inside, and turning tetragrammaton. A humble brother full of pride, trying to get my balance on. Foggy with a crooked smile, which is what the magic one. Both my last liquid with crime, robberies and valleys on. They gamble street dreaming like my GOC and Paris one. Left my son too many times, wondering where his daddy's gone. All the years I spent inside, my story's not a lavish one. Wish I could go back in time, reverse the damage that was done. All the pain I felt in life, just fuel me to carry on. It's probably where my passion's from. It's probably where my talent's from. It's probably what kept me alive when my mum and dad was gone. That's why I got so many sides, a happy and a savage one, a tranquil and a manic one, content and a famished one. I'm for peace that's squashed the beef, but never been a salad dog. I could get your carrots gone, smoking on the highest strains like where'd you get your cabbage from? Greener than the Amazon, a jungle with my chalice spot. I get my Congo natty on, feeling like I gotta go. Sliders and the tracky on. Everybody's Iron Man, so I get my broken cannon on. Then they're drawing out their diagrams in the station, getting their ballad on. Told the doc my heart was burning. He just gave me Gaviscon. I am like a vagabond, traveling through Babylon, searching for the God inside. Eternal tetragrammaton. A humble brother full of pride, trying to get my balance on. Foggy with a crooked smile, which is what that magic was. Both my last spent with crime, robberies and valleys on. J Gamble Street dreaming like my GOC at Paris one. Left my son too many times, wondering where his daddy's gone. All the years I spent inside, my story's not a lavish one. Wish I could go back in time, reverse the damage that was done. All the pain I felt in life, just fuel me to carry on. It's probably where my passion's from. It's probably where my talent's from.
Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy. They have a good bead on things. But why big secret? People are smart. They can handle it. The person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, we knew that people were alone on this planet. Imagine what we know tomorrow.
So you question the earth of a serpent. Hangout is over. So what are we gonna do now? Like the Zulu at war.
I got my own mind, I got no use for the law. I got some juice in the drawer. I make that music that's raw. That's the boot in the door. I know some streets, that's some beats, distributing the raw. I got from 9 to 5 dudes. The man that's fluent and fraud. Behind the struggle, none of them was really doing the war. So I take my highs and buys, and that's usually all. They ask me where I'm from. And I don't really know, cause I've been everywhere. I never felt at home. My soul glows in places you don't go. I'm wrong, bro, inhaling. I'm blowing smoke, watching the world moving slow-mo. Chicks worshipping Chinese and rappers dressing like homo. Meanwhile, they stockpiling underground bases. Trying to fill another wing with 100 brown faces. Money rules everything. Love got downgraded. Microwave generation was popping, replaced with sacred. And I don't mean geometry. I'm talking about your sovereignty. Subconscious autonomy. So I talk to things. I ain't deemed an anomaly. I ain't here to talk about drug dealing and shopping spree.
I see you, Anonymous. Guys, Zama Trailer, Jan Haggins, Robbits. Come on in, family. Come on in. I'm just waiting for Camo. I'm waiting for Camo to jump on. It's gonna be the last Fredo killing of Hangouts. I'm good, G. Anonymous. I thought before the hangers was over, I'll come and give you guys one last Fredo killing. It's gonna be epic if Camo comes on. But I think he'll be running, running, running. Oh, this is dedicated to all the Hangouts crew. This is for you. Peace. Don't worry, we'll still be around. We'll still be streaming. There are the platforms you can use. Don't want people panicking. The end comes to end, but once again, Janet, he sent for me. He sent for me, so I think I have the right to reply. It's all love, though. It's all love. Because I had a visit from my ancestors, and they gave me some serious, serious info. It's not what I told him. We know people's vibes. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, listen. RIP Hangouts. RIP Hebrew Israelites.
Crying in the sun, singing in the rain. Lately I've been feeling different in my brain. Someone showed me how to get rid of all this rage. Head full of fire, I'm sitting in the flames. No survivor, I'm living with this pain. The physical is gone, but the spirit is at phase. Your soul is eternal, it isn't in the grave. I can feel it, my heart's not written in the page.
Oh, his gospel.
Tears flow as I blow smoke from my nostrils. There's truth in the zoo, I hope in the bottle. Till I feel the rampage, be told in the party. Rich in the mansion, a broken hospital. I was still emotional. Everyone is safe. Whenever I cry, I see once again. Whenever I try to not pretend I'm not broken. At night I might cry you an ocean. Cry to my eyelids swollen.
And while I've been gone, after that, like this week, I caught up with some big debates from Speaker's Corner. Hashim and Pellboy debate. Whoa. Fairy tale killing galore. I think that I'm reviewing some fairy tales from Speaker's Corner, maybe. If Kemo, come. No, I'm have catch up with that still. I haven't watched Anita for a long time still. Just had my head in for a while. So I just allowed him. What must be going on with Sonnet Allen? Is someone fill me in? In other words, we all know very well that after people die, other people die. And they're all human.
And wheresoever beings exist throughout all galaxies, it doesn't make any difference. You are all of them. And when they come into being, that's you come into being. You know that very well. Only you don't have to remember the past. In the same way, you don't have to think about how you were, how you planned, or whatever else it is you're looking for. You don't have to know how to shine the sun. You just know it. Like you breathe. Doesn't it really astonish you that you are this fantastically complex thing? And that you're doing all this and you never had any education in how to do it? Never learned, but you're this miracle? Well, the point is that from a strictly physical, scientific standpoint, this organism is a continuous energy with everything else that's going on. And if I have my foot, I am the sun.
Okay. So let's get some. I was thinking I'm gonna play some music. I'm at work. Check the video on his channel. I will do. Well, when people would come, I was something I wanted to share quickly. Get this convo going. See who will jump on. Let me see if I remember how to use this shit properly. If I remember how to use Hangouts. I know how to use Hangouts. One sec, family. Okay, share screen. Oh, the good stuff. Yeah. Share. Do. Okay, here. Okay, here we go.
It's working miracles with outstanding evidence. This superior evidence defies every other interpretation of what you can see here. You can also go to this website to see the evidence. Unfortunately, many educated brothers and sisters still think that DNA evidence is the best against eyewitness proof or self-testimony of our ancient ancestors, of who they were, where they lived, and what they believed. Against other facts like that there was no Middle East, that Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan are geographically in Africa, north of Africa, and that there is a known pattern of history that they were invaded by the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, and today they are occupied by predominantly white Turks who are Europeans. They walk along life, our brothers and sisters, blind to this fact, or they just ignore this fact, or they think it's not important. And this action of ignoring what is evidently in their eyes is like ignoring their awesome and questionable heritage. By so doing, they assist the colonizer and slaver in erasing the originals and the memories of our ancient ancestors and the planting his or her own racial images and the reinterpretation of everything with shocking lies.
Like flames, I see you, my G.
The Africans in ancient Egypt left obvious clues of what they looked like. This is Hamiti Hebrew Ethics, Christian Rabbi Elem Twizilu, representing my Bible Development Organization. Our title today, Images That Tell the Story. Obviously, with newspaper reports and scientific reports and public media blazing such titles, King Tut was Eastern European, according to the DNA test. The images of King Tut like be accepted, and people will never think and see these images as representing the truth, because all this will mix their ideas. The evidence that is there, that is practically on the ground, not tampered with, is largely ignored. Images that tell the story, artistic foreknowledge in action. Here is in movies and other places, many people poke fun at Afrocentric teachings, thinking that it's lies, and they Instead of that, this is a fact. Those that follow religions, book religions, and when they speak of the Good Shepherd, they always think of this as the Good Shepherd, and they will never know that they was actually holding an African animal known as Mebre, southern part of Africa.
Or Springbok, they call it some places.
African. And when we speak of Afro hairstyle, the original is like that, and this is ancient, the oldest. You will never get this in any other part of the world except amongst the Bantus or people with the kinky hair like that. And then they mimic that Afro culture, Afro crown, Afro hair. So they mimic this, put it in movies. People watch movies. They think this is the truth. They read the DNA report and papers, peer reviews, scientific reviews, and all the complexities of science. And when they are shown that this, their mind has already been bamboozled, fogged, and the mist in them only clears up by seeing this. They can't tolerate and accept that. Then one of the greatest proofs that you can ever come up with when you are faced with the people that are ignoring or throwing away Afrocentricism, whether they be Christians, Muslims, Jews, scientists, ethnographers, or geneticists, or anybody, is this image. Orema Kuti, a Sphinx. It actually depicts a Nubian African woman as it is. It's quite straightforward, it's clear, and they have actually tried to destroy that evidence. There are also striking resemblances between the current people in Ethiopia, the Sudan, Kenya, Chad, with Asian people, because we were one people, we are one people. There is Akunatone, and there is the Oromo man today who lives today. Same people, look at the lips, look at the nose. Don't be amazed by the narrow nose, also African. When it comes to the hairstyle, the Buddha, the original Buddha looked like that. These are the original Buddhas, not what you have been told or shown in any other images. The Afro hair and the Afro cut, this is what it is like. These are what these are Tutsi men, and then straightforward ancient Egyptian Africans in Egypt, the pharaohs, the kings, the Egyptians, the priests, the teachers, the scientists. This is what they were. And this is exactly what it is. There is no need for DNA or for any other scientific or latest evidence. It's all a lie. That is the truth. This is the truth. And that it is a lie is also a fact. Many of us know the fictional Wolf, son of Mog in the Star Trek series. He is predated by the Boko men from the Congo who did this in the early 20th century, this scarification. And this character is a fictitious character built on that. Go to this website we are showing here. He appears on Star Trek television. And this is the clue that the entertainment is always based on what our ancestors gave to the world. So they continued to see this evidence and they became so angry and hateful that it attacked statues and knocking off some, chopping off and destroying everything. How much evidence we have lost from people, especially the Arabs, the Muslims. They were burning papyrus, boiling their water for bathing and cooking using as firewood. Papyrus, thousands and thousands and millions of evidence, and yet our ancestors still persist in religion, religious attires, the Catholics, the Orthodox religion. Look at this. This is called Yamal or Yamak or Putas cap, and these are crowns. There is, see, this stuff is the same as that, and all this is the ark, but they give you the cross, but they carry the ark in there, and there it is straightforward, the star. Exactly. So the evidence is very, very clear. Women in Africa, in early African societies, the woman place was not only with their family. She often ruled nations with unquestionable authority. Many African women were great militarists and occasionally led their armies in battle long before Europe had ever had a queen. The Africans, they produced a way of life where men were secure enough to let women advance as far as their talent would take them. That is Queen Zika, and this is all the truth, all the facts. Sheikh Anta Diop, one of the greatest thinkers of our time, wrote this book, which you should have. And he said it would be incorrect to say that civilization was born, that it existed in black lands well before any historical contact with Europeans. Ethnically, homogeneous the elements of civilization adopting to their favorable geographical condition of their early homelands. From them, their countries became magnets attracting the inhabitants of ill-favored backward land nearby who tried to move there, improve their existence. Crossbreeding resulting from this contact was thus a consequence of the civilization that already black people had created. Get this book, read this book by Sheikh Anta Diop, The African Origin of Civilization. You will trust your DNA today and now to give you who this is. Of course, the evidence is quite clear that they chopped off the snake, and there are reasons why we fell to this level. You can trust your DNA, but I shall stick with what my ancestors drew, wrote, carved, and left as my heritage. I'm also aware of facts, but the nose, the lips, the hair, peppercorn hairstyle, and everything else will remain my guide. Images that tell the story have been shown here. Some images. Now for the test, the final test we want to give. What would DNA say about these lips? Whose lips are these? Unfortunately, millions of educated brothers and sisters, believers in other religions, followers of science and genetics, will never see these as my lips, but as anyone else selected by their DNA. So the DNA comes and says this is Chinese. They'll say, yeah, it's a Chinese. Yeah. The DNA proves it. DNA is there. That's what they will say. I had a lot of friends, some Christians, some 20 or so years ago, who laughed and said, ancient Egyptians were not black, they are there, they are still there. And then when I asked, where did the Arab come from? Was there an Arab or Islamic invasion of Egypt? That's when they started to shake their heads and try to find evidence. But then this is the fact. Even if you bet against it, the eyewitness that we see here is that this is our ancestor. It is as if our ancestors knew we will need this kind of evidence. Committee Hebrew Ethics shall continue to share all their findings and all the awesome artistic foreknowledge in action of our ancestors. Join us today and let us preserve our heritage, Ma'arifa. Subscribe to our channel, Committee Hebrew Ethics. This preacher Rabbi Ellen Tumizulu is our email, join@maarifado.com. Thank you, Tateta Siabonga. Never.
Siabonga. Okay. That I was hoping Kemo might have watched that. Was he tried to come with me to DNA when he asked me, "Baby, how do you know your story?" I said, my story is oral story, oral tradition, passed down from generation to generation. It has kept us well throughout. He said, tell me, oh, but look at DNA from the Lemba people. Then I tried to get him and Sorge to tell me when they're talking about DNA, well, they're talking about this Cohen marker gene, which was found in these Africans, which these Europeans supposedly carry, which confirms they're Jews. Bruv, oh man. I was thinking this is going to be a freight of killing, but I think he's running. He knows I'm on. I'm prepared for him. I am prepared for him. And that was also for if my friend that was also for my Egyptian friends who claim to be Egyptian if they were watching. So okay, everyone's coming in. Big up Anonymous, Flame, Janet Huggins, everyone in the building. We're getting there. We're getting to pick up the numbers. Let's get down to more Gangalini vibes. Let me blast you some guys music. Let me play guys some music. You know. Okay, 1 second, family. 1 second. 1 second. Here we go. We know this one.
They say I should have sell out to Illuminati. Throw away my gummy that I'm bunning on a party. Should have done a shot of rum. Line of coke with Bacardi. I should put my shit, I should be like Trayvon. Not speaking up like Vagabindy, the brave one. Now I should have been happy with my chains on. I should have known about His Majesty, the same one. Could have stopped World War II when he spoke. The one that took a sword. They think I shouldn't worry about that, but I should vote. The same ones that sell guns said I shouldn't smoke. Can't never killed no one, it's like a joke. But it's not funny when nothing we have broke. And the government to make money from it like a coke. Message in the paper painting me like I'm a failure and a villain cause I told. Stop the kill him on the rhythm, cut a throat. Cutting off heads when I'm spitting what I wrote. Something for the drillers and the realists giving hope. Bonafide upon a liar living in a cult. Going over heads, what I'm giving to the roads. Guess I shouldn't talk sense. I should give them what they know. I shouldn't drop it like jets. With an
It's on the phone.
They think I should have said out to
Illuminati.
Throw away my gummy that I'm bunning on the party. Should have done a shot of rum, line of coke with Bacardi. I should put my shades on, step and get my wave on. Shouldn't get my brain on. Moving like I'm acting smartly. I should be like Trayvon. Not speaking up like Vagabond.
He's a brave one.
Now I should have been happy with my chains on. Yo. Yeah, this is England, green line of etiquette, manners and disciplines. See lagans on shirts of the citizens, but there's no lagans here, there's a significance. Yeah, this is England, hard working men working hard for their dividends. Run out of work, now they can't find enough of this money stuff, so they just blame it on immigrants. Yeah, this is England, the kingdom, the land that I'm living in, monarchy and madman. I'm looking food for her little one. That's how my business runs. Yeah, this is England, and Buckingham Palace and strawberries and ripples and bankers, crack addicts for them. It's a vagabond. Tell me what problems the matter one with all of this. Why does it mean that they're tripping on all just the silence to talk about the medicine? They can't cut off this mic that I'm blessing on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is England, America's not the evident number one, the international. But people debate over everything, think songs are praised by the slaves that they never been. It's funny how people can never think about the words of the song that they forever sing. Yeah, this is England, council the state with no divisions in. Just people pissed off with the richer men. The people that's drifting off each of them. Can't be calling them up like the preacher them. But politicians, not one of them speak to them. You feel it, then turn up the speaker them. And then free up, break out of the sheep pen. And go look for relief. Run up a fight that I light up the sheets. How they gon' fight you to find this some peace? What Haile Selassie I said in his speech. He said that it's not a it's becoming. Words for the white to stop nuclear bombing. The man that taught man to be all that he can. Overstand before it ends in the van.
Yeah.
Actually get upset. Yeah, where's my fucking RCD?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Honestly, every single day. Not high for it. Maybe now they could be lucky to get an audience. But most of the times, you get a banana.
Fuck you if you've ever felt entitled. Me too if there's ever times where I do. You just want the luxury. You don't wanna work with me. Fuck you if you've ever felt entitled. Nothing's ever changing, it's a cycle. You just want the luxury. You don't wanna work with me.
Listen, I've come a long way from long days, torn like the road page, hoping I can figure which way to get the funds made. Trying to use days and flex, then what you double it. Nothing in my pockets, my dreams, I'm talking one day. These times rolling with Donny, you let the gun spring. Outlaws, man, I'm busting you, he's on a one-way. Why be hollering, chatting like she's a month late? You're just trying to get this 1K. I'm saying, no, devils at my door, should I let him in? Blade on the dresser, whispering like, please, how can I forget ya? Money motivated, grandma praying for the better. Music got me hungry, belly rumbling, niggas going ape shit, killing every track, and wondering will I make it? Money isn't adding up. Why you trying to back me up? Now I feel too down, got a rap and roll with a bag of stuff. Me, I've been on my own, driving over through these roads, man. I just never had to play the hit things way back when everything is all about to change. Oh, if it gets it, I said whatever's gonna be will be, so don't from shade or shakara. This one for me, myself, and all my kids, yeah. Let me tell you about the grind, about hustler. Dreaming, trying to pattern my life on the proper bar. Now they see me, I'm on the rise like I want the bra. Pretty ladies, they wanna ride on the Yokohama. 28 years of this earth living, working him since the days of his first written. My first kitten couldn't kill the cooler curse women. I learned sinning to the stars like a American. Free say, you have to choose that the second of the weekdays. It's a deep pain, channeled in my dreams, babe. Family ain't a sweet thing, damn it, this is PK. And I wanna see K's. We say, hard work pays and say la vie. More flawed than a motherfucking Sailor C. Work rate can't be measured with a Taylor G. Cause ain't nobody as hard as we ARE. Me, I've been on my own, driving over through these roads, man. I just never had to play the hit things way back when everything is all about to change. Oh, if you get easy, I said, whatever's gonna be will be, so don't push
Shade Shakara. Listen, family. What? No power.
Never to see no other, and you never overcome
This Diana.
and you wouldn't understand this drama. But the
Does most speak?
I also won't quit. Plans may switch up, that's about it. Maybe we're not lost, everything flip.
Billion.
I saw my tracks on a million.
Christina.
Couldn't see me now. AM to PM, I mean really one. I flagged up with the B with the William. Back home, my enemies coming in the phone. Reminder, you like.
Why not? Live, is it live? Come on. Let's give you guys a re-up. Let's give you guys a re-up. Hashtag Freto Killers in the building.
Listen, I've come a long way from long days, torn like the road page, hoping I can figure which way to get the funds made. Trying to use days and the flex, then what you double it. Nothing in my pockets, my dreams, I'm talking one day. These times rolling with Donny, you let the gun spring. Outlaws, man, I'm busting you, he's on a one-way. Why you hollering, chatting like she's a month late? You're just trying to get this 1K. Fuck sake, no, devils at my door, should I let him in? Blade on the dresser, whispering like, please, how can I forget ya? Money motivated, grandma praying for the better. Music got me hungry, belly rumbling, niggas going ape shit, killing every track, and wondering will I make it? Money isn't adding up, why you trying to back me up? Now I feel too down, got a rap and roll with a bag of stuff. Lately I've been on my own, driving over through these roads, man. I just never had to play the hit things way back when everything is all about to change.
With the Sarah.
Whatever's gonna be will be, so don't push shade or shakara. This one for me, myself, and all my kids, yeah. Let me tell you about the grind, about hustler. Dreaming, trying to pattern my life on the proper bar. Now they see me, I'm on the rise like I want the bra. Pretty ladies, they wanna ride on the Yokohama. 28 years of this earth living, working them since the day days of his first written. My first kitten couldn't kill the cooler curse women. I learned sinning till the scars like a burn thicken. Free say, you have to choose like the second of the weekdays. It's a deep pain channeled in my dreams, babe. Family in the streets, say, damn it, this is PK. And I wanna see K's. We say, hard work pays and Sailor B. More flawed than a motherfucking Sailor C. Work rate can't be measured with a Taylor G. Cause ain't nobody as hard as we ARE. But me, I've been on my own. Trouble over to these roads. I feel like everybody played it. Did things way back when. Everything is all about to change. Don't make me feel like whatever's gonna be. There's over me, myself, I do my kids. If you never had to work for nada, never had to see no harder, no, you never overcome no yawa, and you wouldn't.
You gonna stand this tower.
But the grind will not stop, hustle won't quit. Plans may switch up, that's about it. Pain will not last, everything flip, but tomorrow is a clean slate. That's all my drives on a million. Christina, come see me now. AM to PM, I'm in really one. I flat out with the B with the William. Back home, my enemies coming need the fun. Reminder, you light up my mind again with the fire, Mr. Survivor. They thought they killed me, you're above me, right? So I thought I'd come right back to surprise you.
Gangalini. What's everyone saying in the building? Let's have a look at the chat. Was this big episode Trill? All the time, my sis. Love all the time. Yeah, what's everyone saying? What's everyone been up to? What's the dealio in the dunya? Yeah. I had a bit of a break on the hangouts and stuff. No, doing the real life world stuff. Shit. Summer holidays and all that stuff. Yeah. So any requests, let me know. Let's wait for some people to come in. We got some convos, get some convo. I'm waiting for Camo. Tell the truth. Today I came on for Camo. I want people to think man is dodging Camo. Nah. Man wants a one-to-one with him. One-on-one. He's trying to say I'm a Hebrew. Ban that. I tell him ban that. Yeah. And I've been checking out the Maroons. I've been checking out the Maroons, and no Maroon says their God is Yahweh. Hey, bruv, I want to know one thing as well, yeah. Why are all the Maroons called Captain, Colonel? Boy, oh boy. Oh, man like Mills. Jeez. Zamzam with no eyes. Hey, listen. Today is pure Zamzam with no eyes. I'm on the warpath today. I want all the smoke. I want all the flavors. I want all the flavors. I want all the smoke. I want all the Zamzam. I want all the Uncle Ray and nephew. Today, it's gonna be FTK special. Yeah. But I know he's gonna say, "Oh, I was sleeping. You know, in America, it's this time of day. Day. Yeah. And where's Ultra as well? I need to talk to Ultra as well. He likes going on this being called a kafir. I want to know how he feels like being called a kafir. Being a proud kafir. Going on all these channels. I want all the smoke. Even bigger today. Where's bigger? Today I'm in the mood for smoking people. Where these global earthers? Today I'm in the mood. Where are you all? Come on. Today's the last day of Hangout. RIP. Fate of killing. This highest order. Beef is taking no prisoners today. I want all the smoke. All the smoke. Let's get into a banger. Let's get into a banger. Let's get into a banger, family. Let's get into a banger. Let's get into a banger. Let's get into a banger. Listen, I fear no death. Yeah? Man fears no death. Listen to this.
How many lost their life on the pavement? Souls cry, hearts break in an instant. My son said, Daddy, what you scared of? So while I'm still here, I'm trying to live life. I manifest goals like I live twice. They tell me just invest in your dreams, right? But I tell them that my parents already paid the price. Suicidal thoughts, yeah, I can't lie. I know now I couldn't even tell you why. Only when I looked in my son's eyes, I realized now why I didn't even try. Feeling like the only one. After every dark night is a bright sun. Lesson after lessons, battling them demons, turning them into diamonds, so I guess I won. Yeah, when they're stuck, try and push through it. Stronger than you think, just believe in it. Anytime there's doubt, put some faith in it. Know there's power in your pain, never run from it. Black roads on the concrete, grow through it. Life in a rush, take your time with it. See the bullshit and blood seeds in it. And at the very least, you can try and smile through it.
With the guns and stuff. And really young, we're talking 12-year-olds, aren't we? What's that about? How comes they're that young?
Because they want to be like our generation. They want to be like us. Like after our generation grows up here, the youngest, they're gonna be crazy. They're gonna be worse than us.
Sitting in the jail, cold as fucking as hell, ain't nothing gangster when you locked up in a cell. Who am I kidding? I know niggas ain't listening, just talking on their cell, trying to make another cell. But where did he fail? Who to be blamed? So putting the finger, maybe look in the mirror. But our reflection, we was taught as a born sinner. So our reaction is like, yeah, I'm that nigga. So I guess I'm that nigga. It's never at home, but was in the field, nigga. King of the underground, railroad niggas. Yo, it's on where it's fun till I free my niggas. And this is why I pick up the pen. Make strong boys harder to repair broken men. But it's where it ends to the very end. And mom is left mourning, but she's behind rent again. So the fear of death has got me chasing bigger dreams. I want peace, but I also want that diamond ring. Trying to search within. I'm not sure if knowledge or cash will ever think around me. Cream, so I stay vigilant and trust in the God flow. Cause when I see tomorrow, shit, only God knows. Faith in every step and even with my last breath, I would tell my son to conquer the fear of death. I swear to God, even with my last breath, I tell him that I conquer the fear of death.
Listen, Kemo, I conquered the fear of death. Yeah. And we're leveling up. Levels out here. Yeah. I'll be dropping, if all of you want to hear all the songs, I got a playlist on SoundCloud, which you can all follow. So I'm going to drop the link so you can all listen to the tunes. Listen.
I don't really care if you rate me. Them boy ain't bad and lonely. Only for control, but when the cops come yo, been a bad boy since slavery. God raised me.
What?
You can't tame me.
No, God didn't raise me, but what? Listen carefully. Listen. I want all the smoke. I want all the flavors. Listen.
I don't really care.
They rate me.
Them boy ain't bad and lonely. Only for control, but when the cops come to you, shit like baby.
What?
Yo, been a bad boy since slavery. God raised me. They can't tame me.
God didn't raise me.
Shit ain't been the same since the rock got nines. Heard you in the roads nowadays, but I don't really know you like that.
What?
Niggas so cold, you a crud, but they ain't really living like that. Nah. I could have the world on my back, but I don't really worry like that. Anything I chat, manifest car, yeah, I really got it like that. I don't call my chest, niggas say less. Yeah, they love how I flex. Love to the earth, peace to the gods, R.I.P. to the rest. Word. Before you make a move, try and improve. Life is a game like chess. Word. Make it sound in the east, distract the beast, then strike in the west. Soon have the game unlocked, yeah, I know it. Who's better than me? Come and prove and show it. Yeah, with my black 7, you ain't up black half it. When you mean this track don't bang, why you lie, you stop it. If I'm honest, I don't really talk if it ain't business. Now that I'm fearless, I just manifest shit with a quickness. It's been non-stop, work all day, working the night shift. I'm trying to get paid, beat, turn words into gold like an alchemist. Big 4, 5, that's a 9, man. Man, hold a little beds in the night time. Yo, even in the day, I still shine. Even if I fool, I still climb. You might find a couple jewels in these rhymes. Change up your thoughts in the paradigm. Third eye open, far from blind. When the stars aligned, it was go time. Yo, I swear to God, there ain't no one like me. No one. Find someone harder, that's unlikely. Yeah. With my mastermind, you a master do the shit. And the master plan is guaranteed to be the shit. Yeah.
Couple more tunes and I'll be with your family because I'm at work, so that I'm trying to multitask and shit.
Yeah. Fresh white tea, fresh new crepes. I got the amethyst swinging from my neck. Make sure it's in line with the solar plex. You know that big raw sun sitting in the chest. Nowadays, it don't take much to make the thing buck. Niggas rather see bodies drop than make money up. I don't really get that logic. I'm in it for the profit. Time for the 7 man to wake these young niggas up. But let me slow it down so you can peep, gang. No longer a slave in my new name. 6-figure checks, that's the new aim. Drive past my old ex in the new ranch. Yeah, see, I'm trying to reach them higher levels, but the God in me keeps flirting with my lower devils. Said she wants a good guy, but lots of sex trouble. Someone with a 9 to 5, but she loves the hustle everywhere I seem to go. Seems like they wanna know why I'm so fly. My reply is that God flow. Ride on a low, make moves on my solo. And even when I'm down, I rise up like a yo-yo. Niggas saying 25 or dying when they're 25. Either way, niggas ain't living when they're 25. And even when they reach 25, yeah, they're breathing, but most of them are dead inside. See, where I'm from, the young guns don't talk the thing. See, if it's on, then it's on, they just start the thing. No conversation, no reasoning. Leave your body stone cold, no wrestling. Tattoo tears and them hieroglyphics. This one's for my saints, this one's for my sinners. Strictly for my niggas, I mean my niggas. Whenever appellation favors, just make papers. Freedom is a must, yeah, for that I'll bust. Running through the 7 like fuck the cops. Running through the 7 heavens till I'm one with God. I suggest so you niggas get your 7s up. Fresh white tea, fresh new crepes. I got the amethyst swinging from my neck. Make sure it's in line with the solar plex. You know that big raw sun sitting in the chest. 7.
Hold up. True for Igbo. Sorry, true for Igbo. You see, all these people, these Muzongos, I want to say Igbo. True for Igbo. I see you. So, any topics you want me to touch on? Let me see if I can. It's all me. It's all Gangalini Vibes. We're gonna bring some education. Let's just bear with me, people, 1 second. Titled. Another thing I want to touch on. Well, I'm waiting for maybe I need a roster. I need a roster, man. We need a roster. I want to know where the roster jar comes from. Is it from the Ganges? Hindu? I just want to know. I just want to know. Is jar a Hindu god? I just want to know. Is joy in the God? I want to know. Is joy in the God? Cause I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. That's why I want to know. Is joy in the God? Okay, where was it going? Where was it going? Where was it going? What was it looking for? Okay, one sec, family, one sec. Bear with me, bear with me. Me apologies. Apologies to the family for the technical difficulties I am facing at the moment. Okay, here we go. Ah, let's have a look at Camo. Are you watching?
And arrows. They are just like Egyptian Jews.
Okay, one second. This is for Camo. I said I want all the smoke. I'm waiting for Camo to come on. I know he's running. He heard Biffy is on. There's some fairy tale killing about to happen. He's like, screw. I'm out of here. Screw. What's the video? What's the video? Post the link. I'm working, so I don't mind playing a little video while I want to do some work. Man's painting that. Dumped on. But it didn't happen. Okay. This is for people who want to say Bantus are Jews. Let's have a look at this. The stolen legacy.
Hebrews, Israelites, or neither? The answer may shock the wits out of our beliefs. Please teach Rabbi Ellen Tumizu, who changed God's chosen nation. Where did modern Jews come from? Is this critical to know? Find out how this may determine your decision and future. Could millions of black people who believe they are the original Jews or Hebrews be mistaken? When we look at the diagram that's coming up or the pictures that's coming up, we see here this is a European Jew, and this is an Arabian Jew, and this is an African Jew. Who is authentic here? Is it very easy to tell who is who, right? No. If you are black and follow the Torah, how do you reconcile the racial difference with those who are not black and claim to be Jews? You see here, this is the European Jew and an African Jew, and they both would claim ancestry to Palestine. Are they both correct? Is either one correct? No. The answer is neither. Now, we have to look at the very critical factor here. This is the man who created this financial system that we live in. For the last 300 years, his family has been running and controlling this world. He is of Jewish origin. Since Jews run the world, would they also control who is a Jew? You look at this, you see this is the triangle of how their business blossomed during the slave trade. This is the Jewish triangle of trade. And this is how slave labor was used to develop the modern world. Now, who is a Jew? Does it matter? Consider the diagram below, which we started to look at previously. This is the Jewish promised land where they live. This is the oil, and this was Palestine, and this is the reason why the Balfour Declaration was created. And also, this is the cotton field, Mississippi area. This is the productive area, and this comes from the book, The Segregation Between the Blacks and the Jews. Continue to ask the question: who is the Jew? How do we know? Many would answer this by pointing to the modern state of Israel as prophecy fulfilled. Millions would say it does not matter. Now, does it matter really? We have to reset our map here and reset our thinking here and ask and say, Asian Africans emerged in Africa and they spread out and filled the whole earth. There was no Middle East then. The whole continent of Africa covered all those lands up to China. You can see, oh, this was all Africa up to India. This was all Africa, formerly known as Hindu Kush, these mountains known as Hindu Kush. And all of Europe, they spread in right into the United States. And down to India, Africans were in Europe, they were also in America. Now, we want to introduce a vital book to answer this Jewish question. And this book is entitled The 13th Tribe. And it was written by a man who was of Jewish origin himself. His name is Arthur Koestler. And we look at Arthur Koestler here. He's the author of this book. Arthur Koestler, the only child of Henry Koestler, 1869 to 1940, Jewish businessman, and Adele Zetis, 1871 to 1963, was born in Budapest, in Hungary, on the 5th September 1905. He was a white Jew. Let us hear from the horse's mouth on this question of Jews. What he says, in summary, proves that around the 7th century, between the Caucasus Mountains and the Black Sea, was a kingdom that blocked the avalanche of Islamic forces from entering and conquering Eastern Europe. It is quite clear from his explanations that if this was not so, Europe would have been Islamized. And the question is, who are these people who blocked this movement? Who are these people? Are they still on earth? How are they connected to Judaism, Zionism, and the modern state nation of Israel? The answer may surprise you because it involved the banksters. It involved how they control the banking system, how they control our industry, and how they have controlled history, this nation. Now, we know these people, and it's clear that these people are of Turkish origin. This kingdom was known as Kasaria, a people of Turkish stock. They are shown here. You can see their map. This is Africa. This is the region where they control, and this is where they came from. And the history proves that they even came as far as China. Other names as given by various researchers include Kakan, Kaza. Now, we proceed here. Arthur Koestler demonstrates that these Kazas never came from Africa. You can read his book, he is clear on that. He says the Kaza Empire, which was finally wiped out by Genghis Khan, migrated into Poland, into Russia, into Germany, also actually into Europe and further on into the United States. They formed the cradle of Western Jewry. Around the 17th century, they had converted en masse to a brand of Judaism which came from Babylon. They did not want to follow Islam or Christianity to maintain their freedom. A political move. And let us let this sink. This is very critical because over 90% of modern Jews are from Kasai. Their ancestors did not come from Africa, but from the Volga, from Turkey. They are Europeans. They dominate in international politics, industry, arts, music, film, money making, and banking. Yet they tell you and me that they are real, and we know that they are converts. When we come to their language, according to their researchers and their own researchers, it is clear that their language is an amalgamation of few African dialects or words, medieval German, Slavonic, and other European words. They call this Yiddish. It moved up today to become the modern language of Hebrew. You can read the 13 tribes by Arthur Koestler, pages 217 to to 223 to discover this, what I'm saying. But among European Jews, there are other racial types who claim Israel and claim Judaism. They are Sephardic Jews. These are Spanish Jews. The Sephardic are mainly found in Spain. You can see their pictures here. They spoke a language, catch this, called Ladino. They are the minority. Around 1960, there were about only 500,000 Sephardic Jews worldwide, compared to almost 13 to 14 million Ashkenaz or Gaza Jews. Who are the Ashkenaz? Oh, they are still Europeans. Now, back to our question, who is a Jew? Who is a true descendant of Abraham? Again, let us revive our memory. Three Jews, European, African, and Arab. There is to tell who is who, right? Now, not very easy. Look at this. This is the area we are dealing with. You see, this is the Islamic force area where they were coming through, and then this was Europe or Holy Roman Empire, and this was the kingdom of the Gaza, and this is Qazrim, and this is Persia, and this is Baghdad. So they could not go through this pass, this Black Sea and Caucasus Mountain because of Khazari. These people were converted to Judaism in the 17th century en masse because they didn't want to align with Islam or with Christianity. But they were European. The King Joseph traced his ancestry using the Bible now to Gog and Magog. You can find this in Genesis 10. Now, H.G. Wells, one of the greatest historians, European historians, said the Edomians or Edomites were made Jews, and the Turkish people, Khazars, were mainly Jews in South Russia. The main part of Jewry never was in Judea, and it had never come out of Judea. This is their own scholars that are saying this. We look now at Joseph Ernest Renan, who gives more proof that modern Jewry came from Europe and has been shown on physiognomy and the multiplicity of Jewish clefts all over the world and all over the earth. On January 27, 1883, Joseph Ernest Renan wrote a lecture called Judaism as a Race and as a Religion. This is the earliest public theory that Ashkenaz Jews are descended from the Turkish or Asian Khazars. Although now they say Joseph Renan was also a huge racial theorist and the racist, but he has already said this. What about black? Cohen Ambrose Makwasa here. We also see the Khazarian Jew here with his stone here. We see the black Jew here who is now living in Israel, in Dimona. Who is correct of these three? Who is correct? We ought to know. Let's consider some ancient images from ancient Africa. These are black Africans in antiquity. There is no dispute here. These are black people in Africa, dominating in Egypt. These are also black people dominating in Nubia, the Sudan today, up to Egypt. Now, and all over Palestine. Now, since Hebrews or Israelites came out of ancient Egypt, you can see that they are in ancient Egypt. These are black people and these are Israelites. You can see they are people on hair, they are very Sephardic heads, they are bows and arrows. They are just like Egyptians. They were black and they were African. Now, let's consider again and proceed to move forward. This is an image of a captured Hebrew which was found in ancient Egypt. He was a slave according to the Torah. You can see that he had an earring here when his ear was born, and you can see his hair, you can see his nose, you can see his jaws, you can see his hair, you can see the ropes around him. He was now, he was black, he was an African. Now we go to the most critical picture of all, and this is how in the tomb of Ramesses or Ramesses depicted the races they knew in ancient Egypt. I want to emphasize this is very critical. How ancient Egyptians perceived races. You see A here, he is an Egyptian. You see B here, he is a European. You see C here, he is an African. You see D here, he is a Semite. You can see that the Egyptian and the African are the same. The slight difference is in the hair, and there is actually no difference in dress wear. These are the same people. Africans are same as Egyptians. Who is here? This painting from the tomb of Ramesses the third, founded in 1200 before this common era, shows that Egyptians saw themselves as blacks and painted themselves as such without any possible confusion with any Indo-European or Caucasians or the Semites. It is a representation of the races in their most minute differences, which ensures the accuracy of the colors. Throughout their entire history, the Egyptians never entertained the fantasy of portraying themselves as types B. They always portrayed themselves as C and A. They were Africans, even their name was African. We now know where the Jews came from. They came from Europe. So what? Compare these two studies which are going on today and ask your question, what's going on? I will answer this, what's going on? You see this in the Independent newspaper, which was released this year on Tuesday 30th, May 30th, 2017. They say now, ancient Egyptians more closely related to Europeans than modern Egyptians. Scientists claim. This is 2017, an edition of the Independent. But if you look on the top right here, you see a 2009 study which finds Nubians, Africans, being the closest to people ethnically to. This is a DNA study. Both the mtDNA 2008 and Keita and Lukot and Mercia indicate the migration, usually bidirectional, occurred along the Nile. Thus, the osteological material used in this analysis to be DNA evidence. But you see now they are changing now. They're saying, no, they are. Why? It is a game called perceptual control which is in play. Notice this very carefully. Grasp this very carefully. Now, let's proceed. Why do they change? They change and steal what is great. Original Egyptian ruler shown on this one, on the top right, is an African. There is no way. And today below him is their version. Black folks, the majority of black people who think Egyptians are like this. The Egyptians are European, not like this. It's perceptual control. It's perceptual control. In conclusion, therefore, if we are to live by the truth, we must always know that black thinkers build all civilizing concepts. Thus, this present reality which we live in, this civilization in which we live in, even though mixed with evil and war, is of black African origin. This is what we must know. For black people, we shall be saved if we honestly sift all European doctrines based on this truism. Amen. Have a black day. Original Jews were black people of ancient Egypt, ancient Africa. And to know this matters most because it breaks the veil of deception. Thank you. Goodbye. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Well, well, well. Well. Dappy killer. Dappy killer. Hey, you know, fake people. Like I said to my brother Kemo, like the reason why people keep on saying the Bantus are Hebrews is because their legacy has been stolen by other people and made into their own. You know what I mean? So that's why we get all this confusion, like, oh, but this word is similar. No, but this was stolen heritage. Like I said to Kemo, I will challenge for him. I bet him as a Hebrew, he does not know what every name in the Bible means. But me as a Bantu, I can tell you exactly what every name in the Bible means. Because the words, most of the names in the Bible are taken from my language. Not only from Shona, but some from Shona, some from Kosa, some from Yoruba, some from Igbo, some from Cameroon, like the Yahud, those people are from Cameroon. Yeah. And I bet you, if you're saying it's Yahud, if you take someone from Cameroon and take Camel, put them side by side, you'll see no difference. That's my DNA. Yeah. Cancer for nice, yes, I see you, my G. Yeah, so I'm come on, Camel. I want the smoke, bro. Where are you? We're gonna do the name challenge. We're gonna do how he found out. Well, another thing as well. This is for Islam as well. Without the canonization of the Bible or the Quran, by would religion have spread so far and wide? And people say, oh, the Quran wasn't canonized. The Quran was canonized, just like the Bible. Then let's find out who done the canonization of his books, when and why. Then we'll get things going. We'll get things going. But yeah, where I added Kemo to the chat, I added Zulu to the chat. I want all the smoke. And if any Kawarijs is out there, I'm also looking for a Kawarij. Because I want to know who's going to burn in hell, me or you, as a Kafa or as a Kawarij. Whose place is worse in hell? Shalom, shalom, assalamu alaikum. I want all that smoke. Okay, let me just check this thing out. Give me 1 second, family. Whoa. Anonymous. Anonymous, I swear you read my mind, you know. I swear you read my mind. Like I've always told, man, yeah, that okay, let me go this way. In Africa, we had spirituality. Okay, so when we went into the Ganges area, we met the Hindu man. We gave them religion. They formulated Hindu. They started the Hindu and the Vedas. They started the Hindu religion. So that's why it's one of the oldest religion, and you'll find as well that one of the oldest religions, the oldest depiction of Shiva is in Somalia. Okay, so we say that. So, and then making things worse, the Horn of Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia, the area was actually known by the Europeans as a land, not only by the early Hindus and early peoples as the land of the gods. Yeah, where did Abraham go? Did he go that region to find Yahweh? Is Yahweh in the Bible say, I'm God of Egypt, God of Mizraim? He didn't say I'm God of the Jews. He refers to Jews himself, he said I'm God of Israel. I'm God of Egypt. Yeah. So we had all these things. So when it went out, the Hindus first, they took a spirituality of Africa, a bit of ancestral worship, and they gave it religion. They went fairy tale mode, full force. Yeah. When get the people Hindu, and that's how Hindu was born. Now, when you find that Christianity, Islam is very much comes from Hindus. Krishna, Christ. You find most of the Islamic traditions are actually deep rooted in Hinduism. Yeah. So I just got to drop a little video by my brother Anonymous. Bro, oh my days. No, yeah, Anonymous, yeah. If I tell you, I've been looking for a video like this, yeah, but I've just been lazy to go and find it. And there you come today. Boom. Mm-hmm. That's why you also find a lot of Hebrews who say, I'm Asiatic. Well. Yeah. So I wanted to say, who's Jah? But you find Jah is a Hindu god as well, if I'm not mistaken. From the Ganges. Ganges. The original dreadlock people were from the Ganges. If you go to India and go to the Ganges area, you see the dreadlock Hindu man there in the Ganges, smoking the ganja. Jah Rastafari. I want all the smoke. I want all the flavors. Hey, if they don't want to be African, let them be. Well, I don't want them anyway. I know, bruv. Okay, this is like Africa. So spirituality came up Africa. Then Hindu was the first religion. Yeah, Hindu gave first to Buddha, which Buddha gave first to what you call Confucius, and that the ideology of okay, you got spirituality, religion, then you got what did they call it? There's a word for it. What they practice in China? Yes, those were the 3 stages. Yeah, Shiva had dreadlocks. Because you find the people in the Ganges, the man who lives in that dirty Ganges water there, yeah, them man there have got dreadlocks. They call them nasty dreads. Well, bro, dreadlock things are new in Africa, you know. Oh, it's dreadlocks are new. People plait their hair in Africa. We don't have dreadlocks, we plait hair. Dreadlocks is a new thing come lately. Yeah. We don't need to have dreadlocks when we're inventing combs, bro. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get into this little video shared by Anonymous, my G. Okay. I'm going to share my screen quickly. I'm going to get into this. I told you, I want all the smoke. I want all the flavors. Cookie dog, gelato, amnesia. I want all the flavors. I want all the flavors. Let's get in this video quickly. Then let me just restart it. Okay. No, that's fine. Andres, be careful when you come in here, yeah? Andres, careful with this.
India is the birthplace of language, mathematics, religion, and it's the cradle of the human race. All roads lead to India. Sanskrit is the mother of all the world's oldest living languages. NASA scientists declare that Sanskrit is the most pure of all the world's languages. Sanskrit is the sacred language of ancient pre-Brahmin Hinduism, and it's also the source of European languages and even English. Contrary to what Western scholars and archaeologists claim, India is the cradle of mankind, and it's from India the geography of the planet was first explored and settled by. The Mayans, the Aztecs, the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, Aboriginals called Indians, all have their origin in India. The ancient world was once ruled by India, and that's a provable fact. An in-depth presentation of this study can be found on my blog in 55 chapters. This will be amazing in Christianity and clears the fog as to the real origins of world history being withheld by the rulers who are shaping our matrix through deception. They do not want you to know what I'm about to present because your mind will be less apt to be controlled by them within their propaganda matrix. Knowledge is power, and it's knowledge that breaks the chains of men's minds and takes them out of the cages of other men. In Hinduism, the goddess Kali is the consort or wife of the Hindu deity Shiva. Temples to Kali can be found in Mexico, South America, and place names in North America such as California. The Mesoamerican Southwest of the United States is riddled with location names honoring the Hindu goddess Kali. Temples such as Teocalli in Mexico and cities such as Calicut are named after the Hindu goddess Kali. The name Kali is used for Israel in Hebrew, such as Kal Israel, which means all Israel. The name Kali can be found in Islam, such as the name Caliphate. Maya is a goddess consort of Shiva in Hinduism. The Mayans are named after this Hindu goddess. Kundalini is a well-known Hindu name, and Kundalini is a South American agricultural goddess of the Aztecs. Aboriginals in North and South America are referred to as Indians, and the identification with India obvious. In Egypt, the Sphinx at Giza is the effigy of Simha, the man-lion incarnation of Vishnu in Hinduism. The Hindu god Shiva was worshipped in Egypt as the god Seb or Geb. The name Seb is a shortened form of Seba, Saba, and Shiva, which are all names for Shiva. The stelae, pillars, and pyramids which mark the Giza Plateau are called Matsaba in Hebrew. The cognate for the name Shiva is found in the word Matsaba. The Old Testament scriptures is filled with Sanskrit names to Hindu deities. The earliest patriarchs of the Old Testament named people and places after Hindu deities. The goddess Asura in Hinduism becomes the consort of Yahweh in the Old Testament as Ashura. Brahma is a Hindu god whose name is found all over the Old Testament. Hebrew names such as Bala, Uma, Asher, Issa, Hosea, Hera, Baal, Jehovah, Nissan, Sabbath, Moses, Selah, etc. are all Sanskrit names relating to Hindu gods. In Judaism, one goes to a yeshiva, which is an academy or school to learn Judaism, with the Hindu god Shiva obvious in the name. The Jewish ritual for the deceased is called a Shiva, which is a 7-day mourning for the deceased that's referred to as sitting Shiva. The word for the number 7 in the Old Testament is the Sanskrit Hindu god name for Shiva. In the ancient world, Shiva was known as the Lord of Seven, or rather, sevening oneself. In the Bible, the Sabbath is named after Shiva, who is Lord of Sabaoth. Shiva is also known as the destroyer in Hinduism. In the Old Testament, God as destroyer passes over Egypt during the Exodus. In both testaments of the Bible, God has 7 spirits which relate to the 7 chakras in the Shivite yogic system, as Shiva is Lord of Yoga in Hinduism. The name Canaan or Cana is Sanskrit and from Hinduism. Chanan or Kanan or Chana are Tamil Hindu names for the Hindu god Krishna. The Promised Land of the Hebrews is a park reserve promised to the followers of pre-Brahmin vegan Shivites, or rather Indian Hindus, who conquered and ruled the world way before there was Mesopotamian empires. Canaan or Chanan as a promised land is designated by 2 important items in Hinduism, milk and honey. In approximately 1900 BC, a flood submerged a large portion of India as described by the explorer Strabo. Strabo noted that entire villages, towns, and cities were abandoned just prior to this flood. This flood changed geographical features in India, such as the disappearance of a major river in the Harappan area called the Saraswati. Those who fled immigrated west into the Levant and to the promised land of the Shivites, called Cana or Chanan, where brethren precursors had already immigrated and established the Brahmanite Empire of Phoenicia on the west of Cana. The Phoenicians are Indians from India. The Saraswati River was deified after this flood as a goddess who became the consort of the god Brahma. The figures of Brahma and Saraswati are found in the Old Testament as Abraham and Sarai. As in Hindu mythology, Brahma and Saraswati are brother and sister and husband and wife, just as Abraham and Sarai are in the Old Testament. Abram, or rather a Brahmin, came from the kingdom of Oud, or rather the Hodus in India. The etymology for the word Exodus in the Old Testament is ex Hodus. Hodus in ancient Hebrew is Hindustan. The original Jews named themselves after Hindustan, or rather India. The word Hodus has the roots Hud and Hod, which is in the names Judea and Judah. During the Hodus of the Hindus from the kingdom of Oud in northern India, the deity in the Bible commands a consecration upon the arms and foreheads of the migrants. The marking upon the forehead is a Hindu binti. The word frontlets in Hebrew means to bind, the same as the meaning for the binti in Hinduism. The Hindu binti later on becomes the tefillin worn by Pharisee rabbis and priests in Judaism. Most everything in the Bible comes from the east, and that's because India lays east of Chanakh, or rather Canaan. In Sanskrit, a hermitage is called a Vatica. In Rome, there is the Vatican. The Shiva Lingam in Shivite Hinduism is erected as architecture in Vatican City, complete with Matsaba, or rather the phallus of Shiva. The word scarlet in the Bible comes from the Sanskrit Hindu name Shani, and Shani is the god Saturn in Hinduism. The Hebrew word for sea in the Old Testament is Yam, and Yam is the Hindu god of death, representing Pluto. Other names relating to Catholicism in Sanskrit are easily identifiable when cross-compared in Latin and English. The Gospel of John was written no earlier than 70 AD. However, the first verse in that Gospel was written 3,000 years prior, as it's a verbatim quote directly from the Rig Vedas. Like Christianity and Judaism, Islam is also origined in Vedic Hinduism. In fact, all ancient churches, mosques, and mausoleums such as St. Paul's in London, St. Peter's in Rome, the Dome on the Rock in Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem, the Kaaba in Mecca, etc., are all captured and converted erstwhile Vedic temples, as their architecture clearly shows. Allah in Islam is Lord of the seven worlds or heavens, and that epithet is distinctly used for the Hindu god Shiva. The Kaaba at Mecca encloses a Shiva lingam that is kissed by those who visit Mecca on their Hajj pilgrimage. The black stone that fell from heaven is broken in 7 pieces, identifying the Hindu god Shiva, who is Lord of Seven. The city of Rome in Italy is in fact the city of Rama, and Rama is a Hindu deity. Catholicism is no less than another incarnation of Vedic Hinduism in every way. The Roman Caesar, the German Kaiser, and the Russian Tsar are all variations of the Sanskrit term Eswar, meaning the Great Lord. The British coronation chair has golden lions adorning its 4 legs in keeping with the Vedic Simhasana, i.e. the lion seat tradition. In the shelf underneath the royal seat of that chair is a sacred orange-colored stone called the Stone of Skull. The tunic of Great Britain's royal bodyguard is also of the Vedic bright orange hue. Statues of dead royalty and other elite in Westminster Abbey, London, may be seen by the score with their palms joined in homage of death in the Vedic tradition. In the museum in Corinth, Greece, is a large temple mosaic of Lord Krishna hung for display, depicting him playing a flute standing under a tree with feet crossed and with cows grazing nearby. The Bible states that Ishmael, son of Hagar, and his descendants lived in India. India is called Havilah in the Bible. It must be noted that the names of Isaac and Ishmael are derivatives from Sanskrit. Hebrew Ishak equals Sanskrit Ishaku equals friend of Shiva. Hebrew Ishmael equals Sanskrit Ishmahal equals great Shiva. Bible students will note that Abraham came from Ur of the Chaldees. Western historicism perverted the truth of actual origins and places and names when it comes to theist texts like the Bible. Bactria, a region of ancient Afghanistan, was the locality of the prototypical Jewish nation called Jaguda or Jaguda, also called Jaguda. Ur meant place or town. Chaldean, more correctly called Diva, or holy calls, was not the name of specific ethnicity, but the title of an ancient Hindu Brahmanical priestly caste that lived in what are now Afghanistan and Pakistan in the Indian state of Kashmir. The city of Ur, land of the patriarchs, was near the border of Persia, the road to India, where the Brahmin had been born. A Brahmin made his home amongst the Sabians in Haran. Hera is a word that denotes Shiva, the destroyer. The word Hera refers to destruction in all its Hebrew applications, an epithet of Shiva. Hari, a cognate of Hera, is Hebrew that means to conceive or be pregnant, and it's the epithet used by those in Hinduism to denote the god Krishna, as in Hari Krishna. In the book of Daniel, chapter 10, Daniel has a vision of a man wearing a linen cloth, designated as the Lord. Daniel distinctly claims that the man's body was the color of beryl. Beryl is a blue aquamarine mineral gemstone. Daniel is relating the Lord's body as blue in color, just as the Hindu god Shiva is depicted as blue in color. This is compounded throughout the OT with the Lord's body being related to the color of blue of a sapphire in Song of Songs. In the book of Exodus, the pavement under the Lord's feet is sapphire. In Ezekiel, the throne of God is the color of sapphire, or rather blue. In Numbers, God tells Moses to command the people to create a fringe of blue on their garments, so that when they look at it, they recall the commandments of the Lord. Blue is the color of the Hindu god Shiva, because the god of the Hebrews Jews is in fact the Hindu god Shiva. Even the Israeli flag of the modern nation state is blue after Shiva. The word Krishna in Sanskrit is Krishna, which means anointed one. Krishna equals Krishna, and Krishna equals Christ, which means anointed one. The word niti in Sanskrit means a guide or law to follow. Krishna plus niti plus following the law of Krishna, and put together, it's Christianity, or rather following the law of Krishna, the Hindu god son of Brahma. The name Christ is still used throughout major parts of India to invoke the name of Krishna. The Greek name for Jesus is Iesus, and Yesu is still used throughout India for the name Jesus. In Phoenician, it's Aiud. In the Oud cognate refers to the kingdom that Brahman was born and came from, which is the kingdom of Oud in northern India, or rather Hindustan, as Krishna or Ayud was born by Brahman. The early church fathers knew their religion was not new, but very old and readily admitted it. Prior to 312 AD, the papacy in Rome used to be a Vedic priesthood. The Vatican in Rome today sits upon the ruins of ancient Vedic edifices. The Vedic priest of the Vatica, or Hermitage in Rome, was murdered by Constantine after 312 AD. The shivlings the Vedic pontiff wore before being slain by Constantine are on display in the Etruscan Museum in the Vatican. The name Constantine is in fact a Vedic name for the demon king Constantine, who tried to kill Lord Krishna in the Vedas. The Sanskrit papa, or rather the Pope's directive, is known as a bull or papa bull, and that's because the dispatch rider of Shiva's directives is the bull Nandi in Hinduism. Primal Vedicus is found around the planet with nowhere being untouched. The term Soviet is Sanskrit, which is Svet. The term Bolshevik is Sanskrit, which is Bolshevik, signifying Russis who are sages. Communist is a Sanskrit term which is Samuha Nishta. Townships ending with the cognate grad, such as Leningrad and Stalingrad, come from the Sanskrit gram, which means township. 2,000 miles east of Moscow in Siberia is the city of Krasnoyarsk, which is named after the Vedic god Krishna. The Caspian Sea is named after the progenitor of the Vedic Rishis. Russians use the word agon for a fire, and this is named after the Sanskrit Agni. The Russian name Andropov comes from the Sanskrit Indra, who is the Vedic lord of gods. St. Paul's Cathedral in London was originally a Vedic Gopal, or rather Krishna temple. The main altar does not enshrine Jesus Christ, but the eight-directional Vedic cross or star of the Vedic god Lakshmi. In front of the altar is a statue of an eagle, and the eagle is the mount of Krishna. Overhead on the curved rafter legs supporting the ceiling are Latin prayers beginning with the Vedic incantation Om, painted in bold block capitals. Along the walls inside are sketched in bold relief sages and others taking a holy dip in the river Ganges.
They look like cities that have been submerged for a very long time, at a time when mainstream archaeology tells us that we're no cities anywhere in the world. Powerful cross currents made it nearly impossible to dive the 170 feet to the bottom. Still, scientists retrieved dozens of artifacts, including wood and pottery shards. Some of the dates on some of the human artifacts were brought up extended this far back as 32,000 years. But the oceanographers concluded that the area had been covered by water about 9,000 years ago. So this city had apparently existed from 32,000 to about 9,000 years ago. Mainstream scholars today claim that ancient Indian civilization only goes back 4,000 or 5,000 years. Yet, Hindu scholars themselves say that Hindu civilizations going back many tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of years. Like the ruins along the Gulf of Combat prove the Hindu scholars right. Another recent discovery may support their claims. 200 miles to the northwest lies the modern city of Dwarka. Archaeologists digging deep under the city found signs of a settlement once inundated by the sea. Inspired by this clue, they began searching for more ruins in waters just off the coast.
It's not hot, it's not cold.
Sorry, family. Sorry.
In only 70 feet of water, divers discovered sandstone walls, cobblestone streets, and evidence of a prosperous seaport. Scholars declared these ruins to be the remains of the ancient and legendary city of Dwarka. Ancient Hindu texts explain that the legendary city of Dwarka was said to be the dwelling place of Lord Krishna, a deity worshipped across many traditions of Hinduism.
The Stonehenge is one of the most important archaeological sites of pre-Christian England. The Druids of Europe were Brahmani, or rather Vedic priests. Stonehenge is the Sanskrit Stavankun, which means meditational bower. Canterbury in England is Sankarpuri in Sanskrit, which means township of Shiva. There was no Aryan invasion of India because there's no such thing as an Aryan race. Arya is Sanskrit, which means way of life of the Hindu. Aryans and Dravidians are not races, but brothers in Vedicus, as Tamils are to the Indians. Canada in North America, a member of the British Commonwealth, is named after Channan, or rather Kannan, the Tamil Hindu name for Krishna. It's also the name of a Dravidian language. In Japan, its ancient culture is known as Shinto. Shinto is the malpronunciation of the Sanskrit Sindhu of the Indus region in India, and Nipponese, a word for the Japanese, is from the Sanskrit Nippon, which means skillful. Australia is Vedic, for the name comes from the Sanskrit Australaea, which means land of missiles, due to the pervasive Leonid yearly meteor showers that turn Australia's night skies aglow, and the Leonids emanating from the constellation Leo refers in Vedic astrology also to Simha, who is the lion man emanation of Krishna Hinduism. Of two syllables, he and Bru. The syllable he is from Hari, divine name of Krishna, in Bru, which is Sanskrit for speech. Thus, Hebrew means Krishna's speech. Jerusalem is Yeru Isha Leia, which means temple and township of Krishna. Zionism is the Sanskrit word divinism, which means the cult of God or the divine group. Jews claim they are the chosen people, as this is the tradition of the Yeru clan of Lord Krishna, who are called Yadavas. The Yadu clan or the Yadavas come from southern India, and the Uds or Hodus are of northern India, just as Judah is the self-kingdom in Israelia, and the Uds or Hodus are of the northern kingdom of Israelia, or rather Israel. Jerusalem or township of Shiva got its name because it sprung up around the Dome of the Rock, the octagonal temple of Lord Krishna. Melchizedek was the king of Jerusalem, who possessed secret mystical powers. He was also Abraham's teacher. Melik Sadiq was a great Indian prince endowed with mystical powers, the son of a Kassite king. In Kashmiri Sanskrit, Sadiq is a person with magical supernatural powers. A certain Zadok was also a supernaturally endowed priest who anointed King Solomon. The name Jah or Yah is Sanskrit. Jah is a name of both Shiva and Krishna among ancient Hindus. The word Jah, meaning God in Hebrew, and a word which is used in innumerable names in the New Testament, in Sanskrit refers to Sathana, an attribute of God in general, meaning everlasting or continued existence. It is an attribute of Shiva in particular, who is also known as Sathenu. Jah also refers to Simha, the man-lion incarnation of Krishna. In the Old Testament, God speaks out of a pillar of fire to Moses. The god Shiva speaks out of a fire to Brahma and Vishnu in the Lingam Purana. Simhat Torah, which is a Jewish holiday, is named after Simha, the lion man incarnation of Krishna, and is the source of the term Lion of Judah. The Star of David and Solomon represents the union of spirit and matter, is the configuration of the Hindu god Indra's thunderbolt. The pool in Jerusalem in the New Testament, called Bethesda, is Beth Sada, or rather, House of Shiva. The town called Bethlehem, where Yesu Christ, or rather Jesus Christ, was born, is Beth Lechem, or rather House of Bread, or Lakshmi, the god of fortune and a maid of Krishna in Hinduism. The Hindu goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is in the Old Testament relating to feasting and food, especially bread. Shavuot of the Jews is named after Shiva, which is also the Christian Pentecost. tongues of fire is related to the god Shiva in Hinduism. Bathsheba, wife of King David in the Old Testament, is daughter of Shiva in Sanskrit. Beersheba, the well of the servants named in the Old Testament, is the well of Shiva in Sanskrit, or rather the well of seven. The name Illuminati is claimed to be of Latin origin, which is utterly rubbish. The Illuminati have been around for thousands of years, not a mere few hundred. The word Illuminati is Sanskrit, which breaks up into two prefixes. Ilu, which means gods, and the Sanskrit Minati, which means prayer, and the number 3. The meaning of Illuminati is Abuda, which means awakening. The cognate Ilu is found in Sumerian and Hebrew as in Elohim. This is the Indian Hindu caste system. And this is the modern day global caste system everyone is under. Both are the exact same, and it's the Brahmanite Hindus or Hindus from India who changed the image of the sacred cow in Hinduism into the image of the golden calf of the Brahmanite Illuminati, who retook Canaan or Canaan, called Phoenicia in Ishwaralaya, or rather Israel, in 1948, that's sitting at the top of the global caste system as the all-seeing third eye of Shiva, the destroyer. So tell me, conspiratards, who is running the show now, seeing how everything is connected to Vedikism around the globe, including all languages, all names, most all countries and nations, antiquity, and all religions?
Well. Who wants all the smoke? Well. 1 sec, family. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let's bear with me. Stop sharing the screen. Stop sharing the screen for a sec.
The story of the descent of capitalism from its older foundations is in itself interesting and intriguing.
Ooh, another video just came up. Oh my days. Jesus Christ, Muhammad. Okay. Again, the comments. Well. Well, like I've always said, and I must big up yourself. Um, I've always said uh, the most okay. In terms of the Hebrews, everything there is just copycat. From African culture, Hinduism, um, India, and other places. But then you have to think as well. If you look at the history of the world, Europeans called some Aryans, and Aryans come from where?
Bullshit.
Hmm? They come from India, if I'm not mistaken. Oh boy, yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna go even now. Who that? Who that? Who that? One sec. I can see. Let's see. Let me see who that is.
It's the Hebrew
Oh
Christian.
man,
It's the Hebrew Zulu.
hey, shalom, shalom. Welcome to
The
you,
tribe of
man.
God. Tribe of God.
Brother. You just watch the video or sharing?
I've already seen Kemetic's videos. I told you I don't think he's very
No,
reliable.
no. The last video we just shared, bro.
About Shiva and the
About
Sabbath.
Hinduism, yeah.
I don't really study Hinduism. It's all demonic.
But that's where you must. But that's where half your religion comes from.
I don't think that's true, but okay. I don't think one video is gonna prove anything. To be honest with you, you'd have to do intensive.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's go back in history, in time. Yeah. Okay. We know that Hinduism is the oldest religion. Yes.
Well, that's not true. Actually, it's the oldest known religion. But there was many religions before Hinduism. There was many civilizations before the Hindu civilizations or the Hindu people. So it's the oldest recorded religion, I should say.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll argue a little my point. Okay. And would you say that Hinduism?
Shit, there's a wasp in my room. Oh shit. Yo, I'm not lying, you know.
It's a little wasp, bro. Yeah, hey, bro, come on.
Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead. Continue what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, I'm saying Hinduism is okay for non-religion, yeah. And I'll say Hinduism spread throughout from South Asia all the way into what is now called the Middle East, what is now called Asia Minor and other places. Yeah. We also know that the Greeks were heavily influenced by Indian culture, because we know that Alexander the Greek's mom was a Hindu. I mean, so we know that even before Christianity and all these things, Hindu culture was already influencing Europe. Yeah. Then also we know that like I said, the Aryans come from they say they come from India, also from the Indian people. And even the Indian people say that they're not the Aryan people. Yeah. So I want to know from you, before when Abraham came from that area, Persia, or wherever he came from, Chaldea, what was there a religion out there already, like Hinduism, Zoroastrians? Were
He
they
didn't come from
out there?
Beefy. Can I correct you? Abraham didn't come from Persia. He came from the land of Ur.
Where is that?
It's in modern day Syria.
Modern day Syria?
Yeah.
He didn't come from Chaldea.
The Chaldeans are Sumerians. Chaldean, Sumerian, it's all the same region.
I hear what you're saying. I'm saying
Samaria isn't in Persia. It's in the Middle East, bro.
Bro. Actually, I'm asking you. I said, are you 100% sure that Abraham is not Chaldean.
He is Chaldean. I'm not saying he's not Chaldean.
Where's,
Chaldean
where's
is
Chaldea?
not. You said Persian. That's why I was
Yeah,
correcting you.
modern day Iran. So I say it's come
No.
from.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Did you cross the river? What river
This
did you
is so
cross?
frustrating.
Okay, wait, don't get frustrated, bro. I'm asking you, what river did Abraham cross?
You're not thinking. You're not using your brain. I'm telling
I
you where
am.
he's from, and you're telling me Persia. You're telling
Okay,
me Persia. I told you where. I told you where he's from. He's from the land of Ur. That's not
okay,
Persia.
cool. I'm asking you, which river did you cross? Did you cross the Euphrates?
Yes.
And what two countries on east side of the Euphrates?
Pardon?
What two countries are on east side of the Euphrates River?
Let me have.
Mr. Zulu, are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've been speaking this whole time. I said, let me have a look at the map.
Okay, I didn't hear you. You're going quiet.
The Euphrates River goes in the middle of Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. It flows through the middle of those three countries. It's in the middle of Syria.
Iraq, Syria, and
Syria
Turkey.
and Turkey.
So,
Yes.
okay. Can you share your map? Can you share your map?
I'm not on a computer.
Okay, let me see if I can bring it up. 1 second.
There's the Tigris River and then there's the Euphrates River. They're parallel from each other. They both go through Iraq, Syria, and Turkey.
1 second. 1 second.
So yeah, it was a minor correction. You don't need to, waste time on it. But I just wanted to correct you. He's not from Persia. He's from
Don't worry.
Samaria.
Don't worry.
He's a Sumerian.
Let me just bring up the map. Let me just bring up the map. It's the Middle East. The Middle East. Make life much more easier.
The oldest religion. There is no religion before the oldest religion.
Huh?
It's true. Huh?
What are you saying?
Before Hinduism, there was no religions. It was just truth and rebellion. Truth and rebellion.
This might be taking long. 1 second, my internet's playing up as well. 1 second. The wrong map I clicked on. I'm trying to find take me other places that I want to go. And it one shows the rivers. Sorry, family. My apologies. Woo! The Leo Central coming up, baby. Jesus Christ, Muhammad. Okay. Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Oh, okay. I've got a map here. Let me share my screen 1 second. About to get picked up in here. 1 second, Matthew. One second, Matthew. Matthew, 1 minute. I'm going to share this map quickly.
What?
Yeah, what's wrong?
They're gonna go in. Look, watch.
Yeah, go on, Zulu. Can you see the map? Zulu?
I've already seen the map.
Yo, you there?
Yes. Yes, I can see the map.
Okay, now, where do you think Chaldea is?
In modern day, it's either Iraq or I think it's Iraq. Yeah, it's Iraq. Modern day Iraq.
Okay, now can you see the map I've got up there on the wall on the thing?
Yeah, I saw it. I know where the Euphrates is. You're looking for yourself to know. I already know where it is, bro.
So wait. Is Chaldea in Persia?
No. The Chaldeans are not Persians, bro.
But are we looking at the same thing?
It says just because it says the Persian Gulf doesn't mean they're Persians. It's like saying the Indian Ocean. Doesn't mean that they're Indian.
Okay, cool. Okay. Wait.
Oh, it's so dumb, bro.
Chill. So dumb. Okay.
So dumb.
Babylon. What Babylon in Persia?
Babylon was not in Persia. Babylon is in Iraq.
Okay. So now, okay, before Abraham went to Egypt and spoke to Yahweh, what religion
went to what? Hold on. Repeat that.
Egypt.
He went to Egypt to speak to who?
Yahweh.
Where did you get that from?
Huh?
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I could be right. I could be wrong. We're saying it.
Yeah, please don't make things up, Beefy. Please don't make things up because that's just not right.
This is what 1 minute. I'm all right.
Yeah, don't make things up.
What is what do you mean making things up? Did Abraham come?
What do you mean Abraham went to Egypt to speak to Yahweh? Stop making things up, bro.
So where did Abraham first speak to God?
He spoke to God in Canaan, bro. No, actually, before Canaan, because God spoke to him to leave the land of Ur to go to Canaan. So God spoke to him wherever he was in the land of Ur first and told him to leave and go to Canaan. So I don't know where you get this whole God spoke to him in Egypt, and I don't know where you get all that crap from.
One thing about Abraham's dad was an idol maker, was he?
Pardon?
Was Abraham's dad an idol maker?
That's in the Quran.
He's make idols for some.
That's in the Quran. That's not in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. In the Bible, you don't know what is that.
I'm telling you, it's not in the Bible. It's in the Quran.
Okay, I'm saying in the Bible.
Why do you always mix up the two? Every time you talk to a Christian.
Listen, chill, bro.
Listen, chill. Just listen. When you're speaking to a Christian, don't quote the Quran. When you're speaking to a Muslim, quote the Quran. Simple.
Listen, what I'm asking you, in the Bible, is there any backstory of Abraham?
In the Bible, the story of Abraham is in Genesis, and there's no mention of his dad being an idol maker. That is in the Quran, and we don't follow the Quran.
And so when you left Chaldea, where did he go? Looking on the map,
He crossed the river, and he crossed the river, and he went to Canaan.
Past Babylon, Canaan, and Canaan. Where's Canaan? Where's modern day Canaan?
It's in modern day Israel, the Levant. They call it the Levant region.
Oh, and would that area be known as Egypt back in the days?
No.
Would that be Egypt?
Canaan was actually an established kingdom of its own. Was it under Egypt's control? Yes, under the Egyptian kingdom, maybe at a certain time in history. But Canaan itself is actual civilization. The people of the Canaanites are actual people.
Where I was
actually, as a matter of fact, Beefy, as a matter of fact, the Egyptians mentioned the Canaanites as a distinct, separate people.
Chill.
I'm not. What do you mean chill when I'm trying to speak, man?
The floor is yours. Come on, speak.
I told you, the Canaanites, even the Egyptians themselves, acknowledge that the Canaanites are a separate people. This is why when they did the stele, if you look at the Egyptian stele, they mentioned the Israelites as a kingdom. They mentioned the Canaanites as a kingdom. The Canaanites weren't Egyptians. Okay. They were separate people. Okay?
Okay, okay, I hear you were saying. Do you know that the Egyptians also say that the Nubians and them were two separate people when it's actually the same people?
No, they are two separate people, but they're related.
Just like saying in Zimbabwe, the Shona and the Debele are Zimbabweans, but they're two different people. Does that make sense?
No, we are different because you guys are northern Bantu. We're southern Bantu. We've got more mixture with the Khoisan, and you've got more mixture with the Central African. So we are different. We are saying obviously, bro. Why do you keep saying listen while I'm speaking and calm down while I'm speaking? Why do you keep saying that? It's very rude, you know.
Well, every time I say you finish, say you finish. Every time I speak, I think you're finished. When I say carry on, you don't carry on. That's why. So carry on then. What are you finished? Mr. Zulu. Yo, Zulu.
Hello. How come you can't hear me when I'm speaking?
You keep cutting off. Sorry, I don't know. It's maybe me or you. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's move away from this now. So let's move away from this. Let's get to the moment. So okay, you said you're from the tribe of Gad, yeah?
Yes.
Tribe of Gad. Okay.
There's a verse in the Bible. Okay, go ahead.
Where were the tribe of Gad? Were they in Judea? Were they in Canaan? Were they in which part were they in?
The tribe of Gad resided with the other Israelites in Israel. But what happened is during all three of the conquests, when the Babylonians took over Israel, when the Egyptians took over, Exodus, sorry, and then every time we've been taken over, a lot of the tribes would disperse. So, for example, during Exodus, some Israelites went down south into Africa instead of going with the other Israelites into Canaan. And then during the Syrian Empire, many of the Israelites fled to other countries. Only Judah and Levi and Benjamin remained at times. So what you have is you went from 12 tribes in Israel to 3 tribes or 4 tribes because all the other tribes were running away and going to other countries. And this is how you have all these people in Africa called the Bantu, because we fled all these times and we stayed in Africa. That's where all the other tribes are. That's why you only hear of Judah and Levi and Benjamin in Israel during the time of Jesus, because most of the other tribes left and went to other places.
I thought there was 2 kingdoms.
Yes, Israel and Judah.
So when you say all 12 tribes when Israel, that's wrong, isn't it?
No, two kingdoms, but the Israel tribe, Israel itself isn't a tribe. Judah is a tribe.
Zulu, see, you don't listen to my question properly. I asked you, I know there are two kingdoms. You just confirmed yourself. So only two tribes were in Israel. Am I right or wrong?
Israel is not a tribe. I just told you. So it's not two. It's not two tribes. You said two tribes. The two kingdoms. No. Let me speak, Biffy. Let me speak then. I know you. Beefy,
let me speak now. I'll let you
man.
speak. I'll let you speak. Let me speak.
Just speak by yourself then, man, because you don't want anyone else to speak. Speak by yourself, man.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, man.
There were two kingdoms. One kingdom was Israel, and another thing. The other one was Judea, where all the other tribes come from. So they were all in one place. One half of the kingdom, all tribes coming from there. There's only Judea left. So I'm asking you, where did your Gad people come from? Were they from Israel or were they in Judea?
I just told you. It's like when I'm speaking, you're not listening. I told you where they came from, but you ignored it. The answer. I told you what. Oh my gosh.
Judea or Israel? Judea or Israel? Not down south.
I'm gonna repeat this one. I'm gonna repeat it again.
Mm-hmm.
Every time the Israelites got conquested, many of the 12 tribes would flee, and only few would remain in Israel, them being Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Many of the other tribes would flee to other countries. So when you're talking about you're doing it again. Let me finish. When you're talking about the two kingdoms, Judah and Israel, this is during the time after King Solomon's reign when there was a split in the kingdom. Israel isn't a tribe. Israel is the other tribes besides Judah and Levi and Benjamin. It wasn't two tribes, Judah and Israel. Judah is a tribe, yes, but Israel just meant like all the other tribes in one kingdom. So it was all the other tribes in one kingdom, and then it was Judah, and then Benjamin and Levi. It's easier to explain when you have the map. But what I'm trying to tell you is that me being from a member of the tribe of Gad as a Zulu, it's only because the people of Gad left Israel and went into Africa and stayed in southern Africa. If you look up the Nungani people are mentioned in the Bible. They're actually mentioned as one of the descendants of Gad. They call it Nunguni in Hebrew, or Guni. So that's just one piece of evidence that suggests that I'm a descendant of Gad, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. And if you look at the prophecies of Gad, just to be quick, it fits the description of the South Africans today, what would happen to them and what they look like. It says that they were warriors with a spear. They were good with spears and shields. It also talked about them having a face like a lion. And it talked about them being a great army. And it talked about them being taken over, but then they will prevail in the end. A great troop shall overcome them, but then in the end they shall prevail. So all these things point to the South African, point to the Zulus. All of these things point to our people. So I'm finished. There we go.
You finished? You had a little monologue there. I'm going to cut you off.
It wasn't a monologue, but go ahead. It
was a monologue. Okay, now.
So you didn't hear what I said then? Okay.
Wait, stop. Fuck's sakes. So you say you come from Israel, yeah? Can you show me the tribe which resided in Israel? Where linked for me, where you can prove differently that God was in Israel. Can you link for me? I can show people. I know you're talking nonsense. I never asked you about the tribes. I said there are two kingdoms, and I asked you which tribes went in which kingdom. And why
I just explained it, Biffy. Do you not listen to anything people say? Are you so self-centered that you don't listen to anyone? I explained it to you in the beginning. I told you which tribes were in the kingdom of Israel. I told you which tribes were in the kingdom of Judah, and you completely ignored what I said.
No, it was all you said. You said when there was war, all the tribes left Israel. That's what you said.
I explained to you who stayed in the kingdom of Judah, who was in the kingdom of Israel. I told you all the other 12 tribes were in the kingdom of Israel. The only tribes that were in the kingdom of Judah was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. I told you already about all that, but you didn't hear me. And then I also told you what happened after the two kingdoms, why it changed, where did the other tribes go? That's why they call it the lost tribes of Israel. Where did they go? I explained to you that the tribe of Gad went to South Africa. I explained that to you, but you didn't listen to anything I said.
Listen, but I'm taking one step at a time and take 5 or 10 steps and just negate everything else.
What?
So I know you just want to think the Bible says. Well, the Bible says good for you. The Bible says, but there's also a thing called history.
I just proved it. I proved it.
You didn't prove. You just put on a little monologue.
Okay. So the fact that Ngani is mentioned in the Bible as the descendant of Gad, and the fact that the Zulus come from the Ngani tribe, is that not a strong piece of evidence?
Bro. You're just saying all these things. I mean, someone believe you, yeah? I say, okay, yeah, so we just said it's true. Did you have to do?
I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you, if you have some worries about what I'm saying, hold on, Beefy. If you have some doubts about what I'm saying, instead of saying it's rubbish, why don't you check what I'm saying if it's true? Because you just immediately said it's rubbish. I find that very offensive, because you haven't taken time to look into the information. You just said it's rubbish. That's all you did.
Everything you said, you did. The time I told you, said, Well, the only you supposed to get offended when someone says you talk rubbish.
So it's like is the only evidence for you images? Is the only evidence for you pictures? Is that what it is? You just want to see pictures as if that's enough evidence?
Zulu text or a Zulu text which says was
there's no Zulu text. The Zulus didn't write. There's no Zulu text.
Let me ask bro. When you say you go from the tribe of Gad, then Ganangala.
Oh my gosh! Fuck's sake!
Wait, let me talk, bro. Let me talk. I like to get a monologue. It's not good to have monologues. They're going to challenge. Now, I'm not questioning everything you said. Yeah. So you people came back from Israel with Torah in your hand, saying you're the tribe from Nangala, you're speaking this. So what happened to your language by the time you go to your what happened to Hebrew language by the time you go to South Africa? How come you change languages? What happened to your language then? Can you start with that one? What happened to your Hebrew language? How come you stop speaking Hebrew? Was it forced out of you?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at the Hebrew language itself, it's a combination of many languages. It's not a unique language. Second of all, the Zulu language is an amalgamation. Amalgamation means a mixture. It's a mixture of the Khoisan clicking noises. This is why you have the click tac taco in the Ndebele and the Shona and many of the South African languages, because we mixed with a lot of the Khoisan. For example, the Xhosa tribe is basically a hybrid tribe between the Ngani and the Khoisan. So the Ngani were heavily, or the tribe of Gad was heavily influenced by the Khoisan people. And this is why many of us even look similar to them and have similar clicking noises. This is why our language sort of changed a bit. But even now, where it's got clicking noises, there's still similar phrases in our language that are similar to the Hebrew language. So it shows that we have some past experience with the Hebrew language based on our language today. Not only is there some Hebrew words in our language, but there's also Egyptian words in our language, because many of the people from the tribe of Gad stayed in Egypt before they went into South Africa. As a matter of fact, the Israelites were in Egypt for 400 years. So that's about 400 years of cultural influence from a different empire or different people. So you're going to see some words from other languages also. So that is the answer to your question. Did you hear anything I said? Did you retain any of the information?
No, but I'm asking you, when did you stop speaking your language? You never asked me.
Did you say no? I'm done.
I asked you specifically, when did you stop speaking your language? You're talking about the abolition of many languages. I'm asking you, when you left Israel, you must have been speaking your language. Yes?
I did, and
How are you speaking? What language are you speaking then?
Okay, Beefy. Okay, let's do this, yeah? Can you repeat what I just said so I know you understood what I just said? How about that? Stop. No, do you know why I'm asking you to repeat what I just said? Because I don't think you listened to me. That's why. Okay, what did I? If you listen to me, what did I say? What did I say?
That's my question. So
Beefy, if you listened to me, what did I answer? What did I answer? Answer my question. What did I answer if you listened to me? Because I already answered your question.
Khoisan, Xhosa, there's Egyptian in there, there's all this in there. My question to you,
you didn't even fucking listen, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it's so frustrating talking to you.
When did you stop speaking your language when you left Israel?
I answered your question. answered you.
When? That's
Oh
right
my
then.
gosh.
Simple. When? In Egypt, when you left, was it when you came
Yo,
further
guys,
down?
everyone in the chat, yeah. I beg you repeat why. Okay, everyone in the chat. Can you say if I've answered his question or not? Because he's not hearing me. There's something wrong. There's clearly something wrong. And he's done this more than once now. He's done this more than once
Press
now.
2 if he hasn't. Simple.
I answered your question, bro. You're being very antagonizing right now. I answered your question. Listen, you know what I'm gonna do, yeah? I'm gonna repeat it one more time. If you say you didn't get the answer, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna repeat your answer I'm gonna repeat my answer one more time. How about that? You said when did the language change? When they left Israel. This is my answer again.
I said when did you speak the language? You already saying the question wrong to me. I asked you when you people, the tribe of Gad, left Israel, who was not speaking Hebrew, whatever language you're speaking. When you start speaking the language, you only speak Zulu. You don't speak Hebrew. So I'm asking you.
So when I broke down the Khoisan, when I broke down the Egyptian, when I broke down Orden and God, you didn't hear any of that? Are you serious?
So you left your language altogether and started speaking other post languages. What are you telling me?
Okay, so when I broke that down, did I say altogether, or did I not say that there's still remnants of the Hebrew words and terms in the Bantu languages? There's certain words that can be translated into Hebrew. Did I not say that, Beefy? See, it's like you don't hear what people say. It's very irritating.
Are you still speaking Hebrew today in South Africa?
Some of the words that we use in our language are actually Hebrew.
Some of the words I'm saying, they speak it as a language. Yes
of course we don't. Of course we don't. Hebrew itself is a mixed language.
If you don't speak the Hebrew in Zulu right now, you must have spoken at some point. Yes or no?
Yes, we did. We did speak at some point. I broke down to you the change. I broke down to you the process, but you didn't hear what I had to say.
Give me time when you start speaking. When you start speaking pure Hebrew, you start using other words in your language, like Yiddish.
Oh my gosh! Now you're talking. What's Yiddish got to be? I'm not talking about Germanic. I'm not talking about Yiddish Germanic. Okay, I'm talking about Paleo Hebrew. I'm talking about ancient biblical Hebrew. I'm not talking about the white German Hebrew. First of all, and second of all, if you actually look at the Iberi or the ancient Paleo Hebrew, oh my gosh, this is why you don't hear what I'm saying, because you just like to talk.
What does Paleo mean for people? What's Paleo mean?
Paleo is like it's a primitive. No. I'm answering the question. Do you want to answer to the question, or are you gonna talk over me again?
I'm talking over you, bro.
Paleo means an old or ancient thing. It's relating to the past. That's what it means. We just looked at the dictionary term for it. Okay, is that answer to your question?
Let me look that up as well. Is it alright if I use Wikipedia, or am I not allowed?
You don't need to use Wikipedia. Just type in the word paleo, and then it will come up on the dictionary. You don't need to go on Wikipedia. Just type in the word paleo, and it will come up on the dictionary, and it will tell you what paleo means. I've already told you what it meant because I read the dictionary, but you obviously didn't hear what I said again. So you're gonna do it again. Go ahead. Have fun.
No. Oh my God.
I'm keeping in the chat creasing because this is so frustrating, bro. They're creasing right now. You're so hard to speak. Beefy, you gotta know how hard you are to speak to, because it's like people speak to you and you don't hear what they're saying. It's very frustrating. You gotta understand that.
One of our internet is not good, so it keeps cutting up. You think I'm cutting you off? I ain't doing none of that, bro.
But Beefy, when you ask me a question and I answer your question, you ask me the question again. Then I tell you I've answered your question. Then you tell me no, but something. And then I say, okay, did you hear what I said? And then you repeat it back, and it's not even what I said. So it's like I'm just talking to a brick wall. You're not even listening to what I'm saying. What's the point asking me a question if you're not going to listen to the answer? What's the point?
Okay. Second.
And man's going to Wikipedia as well, fam. Like, come on, man. Is that your Is that your level of scholarship? You're gonna go to Wikipedia for what paleo for? You're gonna go to Wikipedia for what paleo
Okay, so let me
means.
do my thing in it, please. Simple thing in it.
You're gonna go to Wikipedia for what
send me a link.
for what paleo means.
Send me a link. What's the link?
Bro, I just read it out. I just read it out to you. You don't need the link. I just read it out to you. I read it out to you what it meant.
This is for the people. Bro, why you lecture, bro? When I come on this thing, beef is going. What? Come on, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The Paleo Hebrew was about one scripts used in the historic kingdom of Israel and Judah by Israelites. It is a variant of the Phoenician alphabet, 22 consonant letters. P and H were coined by Solomon Birmingham in 1954. Okay. The archaeologist usage of PH for writing the Hebrew language in the 10th century BCE. By the 5th century BCE, with the Hebrew Jews exiled in the diaspora, PH was submerged into the Imperial Aramaic abjad with a little remnant. The Aramaic sharing a common proto language with a similar font. The present Jewish square script Hebrew alphabet evolved from the Aramaic. Sumerians population fewer. Okay. Okay.
Yikes.
So is there a difference between the Phoenician and the Paleo Hebrew?
The Phoenician is older than the Phoenician is older than the Paleo Hebrew.
I'm saying, is there any difference in the alphabet?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, it's the same alphabet, but you just call it Paleo Hebrew.
Well, if you look at the evolution of the Hebrew language, it started to change into okay, so you started off with hieroglyphs, like a head, a bull, the aleph, it's a bull, and then it started to change more into letters, or like when you look at Arabic, you see.
About the Phoenician.
Oh, fuck's sake, man! Talk over me. Yeah.
I asked you about the Phoenician alphabet. I don't ask about hieroglyphs.
You asked me what is the difference between the Hebrew and the Phoenician language, and I'm trying to explain to you that the original. Fuck's sake, man!
Alphabet. I never said language.
Okay, alphabet. Even better, alphabet. And I tried to explain to you that the Proto-Hebrew was actually more closer to a hieroglyph. Doesn't mean Egyptian. Hieroglyph just means it's a pictogram. Hieroglyph doesn't mean Egyptian, it means pictogram. So it was a pictogram form of an alphabet. Instead of there being a letter, it was an image. So Aleph, which is the letter A, would have been a bull instead of it just being a letter. So it started off with the pictogram form of alphabet, and then what happened with the Hebrew is it started to formulate into a letter style alphabet with the Aleph, Bet, and the Let, Gimel, so on and so on and so on and so on.
1 second, I'll be there. I'll be here a sec. Sorry. Carry on talking though.
Fuck's sake, man.
I'm going me for a sec. Just carry on talking to people, I said. Jesus.
So you're so rude, You're very rude.
I'll let you have a chance to talk to people. You refuse. Okay, I'm gonna come in now. Okay. I'm not catching you off it, huh? My comprehension levels are so low. Okay. I am so dumb. I asked a simple question, yeah. Man said they spoke a certain language. I asked him simple question. When you left your motherland, Israel, what language are you speaking? Man didn't tell me what language he was speaking. And I asked him, when did this language change from the Paleo Hebrew, which he was speaking then, and I wonder if we can still speak it, to Zulu, language speaking in South Africa right now. So my simple question was, when did the language change? At what time? And man couldn't answer my question. And I told him my comprehension levels are low. Fair enough. No offense taken. Yeah, so we don't know what was. I want to know what I don't bring out something. I must be and the two tribes, the two kingdoms of. You said God was in Israel, yeah, right? Okay, wait. Let's take the Phoenician alphabet.
Yeah, you do that then.
Yeah. Let me click on this.
You educate. You get some education because
yeah. Let me show some people something. Let me show some people something about copycats. The masters of copycats. That's what they do. Let me show you something. My question is very simple to this man. I asked him first of all. If you look on my screen, you got the Phoenician alphabet. You got the Paleo Hebrew. Now, the Paleo Hebrew was found in 1954 by John Brigham. Yeah, he found this alphabet in 1954. No ancient thing. Let's get things right. And look at what. But don't be rude. Don't be rude, bro. Cut me off.
You said no ancient.
Can I talk?
You're so dumb, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll give you the right to reply, bro. I'll give you the right to reply. Don't worry, bro. So listen. So when this guy came with this alphabet, this is what he found. But I found the Paleo alphabet. But look at what it looks like. Phoenician alphabet. A, G. Look at that. Oh, but this is the Paleo Hebrew. This is Phoenician. These are two different things. These are two different things. Don't forget. Yeah. Let's go down. Let's go down. See if there's any difference. This alphabet we have formulated. This Paleo Hebrew. Oh, these are the two. Yeah. Comparisons. Please someone tell me. Oh, there's one difference there. There's the difference on this one. There's a difference here. These two are different. There's a bit different as well. Yeah. Oh, look, we'll carry on. So when I asked him if there's any difference in the alphabet, the Phoenician alphabet, and
what did I say? Let's see if you're smart enough to remember.
He said yeah.
Oh, did I say there's some similarities? Did I not say there's some similarities?
They're exactly the same, Zulu. They're exactly the same.
I said it's exactly the same.
No, I'm telling you, I just showed you exactly the same. You copied it from Phoenician. Simple. What are you talking about?
Did I say that Hebrew's old? Did I not say that the Phoenicians are older than the Hebrew language? Did I not say that?
But listen to what I'm saying. The Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew alphabet is exactly the same as the Phoenician. Where did they get it from? Where did they get it from? So is it Phoenician?
Okay, beefy.
What?
Let's slow it down, so you can understand.
No.
Slow down. Let's slow down, beefy. The Phoenician language is older than the Hebrew language. Therefore, the Hebrew language is an adaptation of the Phoenician language. Does that mean the Hebrew language is copied off the Phoenician language? Of course,
yes.
Because what happens if something comes after something? It means that it's a copy of the original. So what's the argument here? Furthermore, one more problem in your argument is you read a sentence that said this guy discovered something, therefore it's not ancient. Just because I find something now from the past doesn't mean it's not ancient. It just means I was the first to unveil or discover something that's been hidden, that hasn't been found yet. So that was very silly for you to say. That was very silly for you to hold on. That was very silly for you to say, oh, it's not ancient. That was very silly. But anyway, continue.
When you use the term kind of speaking, I've never spoken in 3 languages. How was it hidden? It's always been there.
Yo, Council of Nice Ears, try and come on, bro, because I can't talk to this guy, fam. Seriously. If you don't mind coming on, bro. He's making things up as he goes. And we're using Wikipedia, mind you. Can you imagine?
Bro, you use the Bible, I don't complain, bro. Come on. Let's be fair. Huh?
Yeah, I use a historical document, and you use a website that can be altered and changed by anyone.
What about the Bible? Wasn't ordered and changed by people?
Anyone could literally sign into Wikipedia and edit anytime they want. The Bible is an interpretation of the Hebrew scrolls and Greek scrolls.
How many times
it's a translation of Greek and Hebrew scrolls. You're using a website that can be changed and edited by anyone.
So when Jesus was about the book of the Bible, all the books in it.
Oh, so what you asking me? Was there a book about Jesus when he was walking around? Of course not, because it was written after him. Duh.
Okay. The Torah. Was there a book of the Torah with the book
of course there was, because when you read of course there was a Torah. Of course there was a Torah. I'm answering the question. You said was there Torah? You said was there Torah around the time of Jesus? Okay, were you gonna say is there Torah around the time of Jesus?
No, let me finish talking what I'm saying, innit? Then you answer the question. Don't try to answer it halfway, then say you answer the question.
It's not nice when people don't listen to you, isn't it? It's not nice, is it?
Listening, you don't answer the question. You don't get frustrated on me. My simple question is, we know the Torah is 5 books. So now the Old Testament is more than 5 books. Was Jesus walking on? What was it called? Was it called the Torah? What was the book was walking on with? Torah plus.
Beefy. The Torah is the law. The Tanakh is the prophets and the songs of Solomon and the Psalms. Okay, so in Jesus's time, it was different scrolls. It wasn't just a book with everything in there. You know that, right? When Jesus would be in the temple, they would have the book of the law, which is all of the 5 books in the Old Testament, and then the rest of the books in the Old Testament would be the Tanakh, the books of the prophet, the scrolls of the prophets, the scrolls of the songs. Everything had its own scroll. It wasn't a book, actually, mind you. It wasn't a Bible. It wasn't a book. Each thing was an individual scroll.
Okay. So when did it become a Bible?
Bro, that's a whole nother topic. It's a very heavy topic. So you want to just change the topic from Phoenician and Hebrew to how did it become a Bible?
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
No,
you need to really organize your.
You know why? Once you get to when it became a Bible, we can go back to say when was it written in Paleo Hebrew, the Torah? Before you were speaking. The oldest Torah today is written in Paleo Hebrew. Wait, chill, bro. Is the oldest Torah to be found today is written in Paleo Hebrew as well. That's what I want to know. Jeez. Yeah? Is that too hard to follow? Zulu. The oldest Torah. I hope you don't say the Dead Sea Scrolls, but there's one found yesterday. The oldest Torah is it written in Paleo Hebrew? You can let me know.
How am I being rude, bro? How am I being rude?
Is the oldest Torah in Paleo Hebrew, Zulu?
How am I being rude? This is bullshit, bro. I'm being rude. Really? No, it's the Council of Nicaea. He's not rusty. He needs a whole lecture on how to have a conversation and how to actually study information. This guy goes on Wikipedia and goes on Cometics and looks at some African dude commenting over images, and he thinks that's evidence. That's awful. And then when someone who actually has looked into the evidence has a conversation with him, he has hard chance comprehending what they're trying to say. Not only can he not comprehend what they're trying to say, but in the middle of them speaking, he'll ask another question that's completely unrelated to the question he asked you previously. It's a mess. When you play back this video, it's an absolute mess. It's an absolute mess.
Can I ask a question? Who's been talking the longest here between me and you? Who's spoke the most?
It's not about who's been talking the longest, it's about who's been talking the most sense. And the only person that's been talking the most sense here this whole time is me. You've been talking absolute rubbish this whole time.
Okay, I've been speaking rubbish, but you've been speaking the most.
How about that? How about that?
Okay, cool. I'm speaking rubbish. We'll let the people decide in it. I'm not bothered.
And they can say I'm being rude all day. I don't care. I'm not being rude. I'm not being rude.
Well, look, are you talking to me or are you talking to the chat? Who are you talking to?
If I was doing what he was doing, you guys would be saying I'm frustrating.
Are you talking to the chat or are you talking to me?
Both.
So please have some decorum, man.
Oh, you actually need to have some decorum.
Yeah,
Funny guy.
I've been patient. I've been very patient with you. But now if you want me to be rude as well, my rude level is level 20, bro. You can't handle it. So I'm trying to be very calm and collected, not lose my temper with you. But I know you're a crybaby. I've been very, very calm.
I'm a crybaby.
If I want me to go from 0 to 20, I can go.
Listen, I don't cast pearls before swine. How about that? I don't cast pearls before swine. How about that?
Very quick. Yeah. It's not my fault you're for such a bitch. I haven't been a girl. That's not my problem, bro.
Yeah? Look at the insults. You want to go for insults? We can go for insults if you want. I can go there if you want.
I'm showing my wanking, bro. It's loud, isn't it?
I'm not laughing. A joke is supposed to be funny. I don't find that joke funny. So anyway, listen here. This is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna give you one more chance. We're gonna have a cordial conversation.
You don't give me a chance. Please stop that being smart. You don't give no one a chance. I'm giving you a chance. Okay? Now allow it before I get from 0 to 20 real quick. I've been very, very calm with you, but now I'm losing my patience. I'm being real with you. If you want to carry on this way, we can. And there'll be only one winner. That'll be me, guaranteed.
Listen. I'm trying to contribute to your show and have a nice conversation, and you're being a terrible host right now. That's what's going on.
No, listen. I don't want to stay on my show, but I can still bring on my info without you.
No, you can bring on your lies without me. How about that?
I give you a chance. You come on, you speak the most. I'm a terrible host. Yeah?
No. There's a difference between speaking the most and not listening to what someone's saying. There's a difference.
You're a big mind up, bro. I let you here, come on my show, talk the most shit, that cuts you off, and I'm a terrible host. Yeah?
You are a terrible host.
But you come on anyway. I let you talk the most shit. Yeah,
personally, I came on because it's entertaining. But now it's getting annoying.
I'm entertaining if I'm a shit host.
Yeah, you are a shit host.
Make your mind up. Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah, shit can be entertaining
Make your mind
sometimes.
up.
Shit can be entertaining sometimes.
Oxymoron like your religion, bro. Your oxymoron like your religion. That's what you come up with.
Can you repeat that? Can you say oxymoron again? I didn't hear that properly. Oh gosh.
I know, dude. It's hot. You can see women in half dress walking around. Look at frustrated, bro. I can tell.
Look at this guy, bro. Look at this.
I can tell. You see all these girls half dressed, sundresses, and no, you're knocking one.
Yeah. Beefy, was that you in the video eating the bullets?
Calm down, my show, bro.
Yo, Beefy, was that you eating the bullets on that video?
Eating one bullet.
Was you the one that was eating the bullets?
What bullet? What are you talking about?
Oh, have you not seen Jedda's video when this African guy was shooting a gun into his mouth and he was catching the bullets with his teeth?
Wait. Are you saying that was me?
That's what everyone in the comments was saying. They kept looking at.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm saying that looks like you, but when you read the comments of the video,
Forget it looks like it. I'm asking you. But you said, I'm asking you. Do you think that was me in the video?
Of course not. You could never do that.
Okay, then why can't we bring up rubbish then?
Nah, I find it very entertaining to compare you to someone like that, though.
Okay, cool.
But you should watch the video. It's funny though.
Oh yeah, there. Good. Someone was okay. So now let's start again. 0. When you were in Israel as a tribe of God before you became a Zulu nation, yeah, what language were you speaking?
Oh my gosh. Okay. When I was in the tribe, okay, let's repeat. Let's go slowly. When I was in Israel, yeah, as a tribe of God, before I became a Zulu nation, what language did I speak? Is that the question? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I would have spoke the language that the Israelites spoke at that time.
Which is?
Depending on what time.
You told me that. What language are you speaking? When you
give me
Israel,
a time.
When you said we're all in Israel, then so you might.
Okay, so the time would be when I left Israel. Is that correct? Is that correct? The time I left Israel, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So during the time we left Israel, the language we would have spoke would have been Proto-Hebrew, which is biblical Hebrew or ancient Hebrew.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Bro, you talking about biblical Hebrew?
Your mic is cut off.
Jesus.
Your mic is cut off.
What when you say biblical Hebrew, bro? Please, let's be serious here. Yeah. Now, so please.
You know, biblical Hebrew is biblical Hebrew is the actual term, Beefy. It's nothing funny. It's a term. You know that, right? People go to university to study to get a major in biblical Hebrew. They learn biblical Hebrew. You know that, right?
When see now when I asked you about when the Bible came about, you now you're talking about biblical Hebrew, bro. Please, let's not go there.
What?
Yeah? How people will be speaking biblical Hebrew when there's no Bible at the time?
Biblical Hebrew just means the Hebrew that the Israelites of the Bible, Israelites mentioned in the Bible would have spoke. That's all that means. It doesn't mean the language came from the Bible. It's saying that this is the people of the Bible, of this book. This is what they spoke. That's all I'm saying when I say biblical Hebrew. That's the term. That's what the term means. Okay.
They didn't speak Aramaic.
Yes, at a certain point in time. This is why time is key. At a certain point in time, they did.
Wait, chill. I'm asking you. Maybe they didn't speak Hebrew, but they spoke Aramaic.
Aramaic is not as old as Hebrew. It came after Hebrew, so they couldn't have spoken Aramaic before Hebrew. Aramaic was spoken during the time of Jesus, during the time of the Greeks, when the Greeks came in, and so on and so on. Prior to that, they were speaking Hebrew.
So you go speak Hebrew, okay? Now, can you give me a text in the Hebrew language you said you spoke? Can you give me a link, please, that I show the people? Any text in the Hebrew language you say you claim you spoke?
Okay, if you just type in Hebrew Bible, and that will come up.
I beg you, send me a link, please, because I don't want to say that first of all. I beg you, send me a link.
You want me to send you a link of the Hebrew text?
Yeah, but I was saying, if you press the wrong one, look, you went to the wrong one. It'll be very good.
Is it just because you want to see what it looks like? Is that what it is?
No, just bring it out, please.
No, because you need to specify. You need to specify what I'm looking for.
Just give me any text in Bible or Hebrew you're talking about. The language you spoke. Simple, bro.
All right, I'll give you a manuscript. How about that?
Yeah. So you at that time you're speaking Paleo Hebrew then, yeah?
Pardon?
What came first?
Pardon?
Biblical Hebrew.
Can you repeat that?
Biblical Hebrew or Paleo Hebrew?
Oh my gosh. It's the
What
same
came
thing.
first?
It's the same fucking thing, bro. Don't piss me
Biblical
off.
Hebrew or Paleo Hebrew?
Don't piss me off, bro. It's the same thing. I just explained it to you.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought the Paleo was the more ancient one. I don't know.
Oh my
Now you
gosh.
say the same thing. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Remember,
You're actually
don't
giving
go.
me a headache
I'm
right
going.
now.
Bro, you said Paleo Hebrew is the most ancient of the Hebrew. Am I lying? Earlier on. Yes or no?
Proto means ancient, so yes.
No, I never said proto. We talk about paleo. I never said proto. Now
Oh,
you
sorry. I meant to say paleo. My words are getting mixed up because you gave me a headache. Paleo means ancient.
You like to lie too much. You like to catch up with you now.
No, it's because you're giving me a headache. You're actually frustrating
Let's
me.
go back again. Paleo Hebrew is the oldest Hebrew. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's older than biblical Hebrew.
It's the same as biblical Hebrew. As a matter of fact, biblical Hebrew is just another way of saying Paleo Hebrew.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay, cool. Let's run that. So bring back your manuscript. Remember you said that, yeah? Remember
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I've posted the manuscript in the chat. I've posted the image of a Hebrew text in the chat.
Okay, cool. Let me go to the chat quickly. Let me stop sharing this. Go in the chat. Actually, I need that page up as well. I need that page up as well. Okay. Chat. Oh. Okay. Okay. So this is text here. We're saying, so am I looking at biblical Hebrew or Paleo Hebrew here? Man like Zulu. The little brown fragment you
the first image. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The first image is ancient Hebrew found in the Qumran caves. And the second image is a stone carving of the Paleo Hebrew. And the third image I've just posted is the alphabet for the Paleo Hebrew. Do you get that?
Okay, the first one you sent, the one I'm sharing now. What is this?
It's from the Qumran caves. It's from the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh, there's. Okay, I would like to leave out the Dead Sea Scrolls for now because we only know that they only discovered just very, very recently. Yes.
Just because it was discovered recently doesn't mean
I know,
it
but
was ancient.
we don't. Because, bro, if you, I can bring in the proof of Dead Sea Scrolls, but then we're gonna have problems, bro.
I don't think you can, but okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Can
Forget
you
that.
tell me how much of the Dead Sea Scrolls have been translated?
Listen, let's stick to one thing at a time, Beefy. You said forget it, so I don't know why you're going from one. You asked me to show you a Hebrew text in Paleo Hebrew. I've posted it in the back chat. What now?
Go. So let's leave. Now I want this brown chart, and I'm gonna click on this image here. Boom. Now tell me, people, do those letters look the same? Let's have a look.
Oh my gosh, this is so retarded, bro.
What do you mean? This is just comparison, isn't it? You said it's Paleo Hebrew, so I want to see if this is Paleo Hebrew.
I told you the first one is from the bro. You're pissing me off, bro. Oh my gosh.
Wait. Go on, talk. I want to talk afterwards. Please,
Beefy,
don't.
the stone is Paleo Hebrew. The first one is the more modern Hebrew, close to Jesus' time. The bottom image is the Paleo alphabet. The first and second image aren't the same because the second image is older than the first image. This form of Hebrew is an older form of Hebrew to the first one. I only posted the first one to show you that they are different. That's all. The first one isn't Paleo Hebrew. The second one is Paleo Hebrew. Okay? Paleo just means ancient, so it's an older form of Hebrew. Okay? Do you get that? Do you comprehend that?
If you're talking.
You hear the silence. You hear the silence, don't you?
Okay, cool. Now, you see, let me expose the lies of this boy here.
Oh, here we go.
Please, no, I was quiet when you were talking, bro. Please.
If I don't hear a reasonable response, I'm gonna leave.
You can leave if you want to, bro. You please come here talking bare lies anyway. Shit. Yeah. First, my man said, yeah, I asked him, remember, I said, is Paleo Hebrew the oldest? Yeah, it's the most ancient. His words, not mine. Paleo Hebrew is the most ancient out there. With this, it's ancient Hebrew, Paleo. I asked him again, is Paleo the oldest? He said, what did he say again? Yes, if I will repeat myself. Dumbass. Yeah. Now, you have this is pros. You cannot even Paleo Hebrew. I don't know what that fuck is. They haven't even been translated yet. They haven't even been translated yet. Only 5% have been transliterated. This is pros. Ask him. Ask him where they are. In Egypt. No, in Jerusalem, in Israel, under the Rockefeller Museum.
Beefy.
Okay.
Beefy. That was the stupidest response I've ever heard in my life.
I haven't finished.
Did I tell you that the Paleo Hebrew started from the Did I tell you Paleo Hebrew started from the Dead Sea Scrolls? Did I tell you that? Did I tell you that? Stop lying, man. You're so full of. Oh, you get me angry.
I haven't finished. You see,
I knew this was gonna happen.
I was quiet when you were talking. Now let me talk, please.
I'm gonna go. You're pissing me off.
Okay, goodbye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Expose his lies. Look, come to my short line to me. Fucking 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got things to do, man, instead of hearing lies.
You can't even speak. Go on and get an education.
Bro, I thought you're going. What the fuck? Bye-bye. Yeah? No, you're not. I thought so. Yes. Right, but you know you're talking bare bullshit. I try to cover your lies. Man said when he first came on to run the tape, he said Paleo Hebrew is the oldest Hebrew out there. Like the older. Yeah? He said that's what they were speaking in before tribal Gad. That's what he said, not me. Yeah? Yeah? And I let the man talk, but I knew when to expose his bare lies. Yeah? When I showed you the Phoenician alphabet, yeah, where this Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, was supposed to have come from, yeah, it's exactly the fucking same. There's no difference. Yeah. Then now, when I asked him to bring out some one text of some old Hebrew he spoke, what does he go to? Dead Sea Scrolls. And he said it's the most ancient. Bro, I'm gonna make this, bro. JB Sounds, if you want to jump on, bro. Yeah, I don't know what tribe you're from. Yeah. I don't know what tribe you come from. Yeah. Let me just do my thing in it. People like talking shit on this thing, and we're about to get pissed off. Because you're Hebrew, lose sight and lie to amongst yourselves. Yeah. Fuck's sakes. Anyways, so now man brings out the Dead Sea Scrolls, saying this is the oldest that he can find. Bro, the Dead Sea Scrolls. I am older than the Dead Sea Scrolls. I am older than the Dead Sea Scrolls, me myself. Only found yesterday. Yeah, anyone talk to me about, oh, which one was speaking? You didn't know you were speaking until the Dead Sea Scrolls came out. Shut up. If the Dead Sea Scrolls were not found, you will know nothing about the Paleo Hebrew. You have no language. So shut the fuck up. But you know what you're speaking. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Just for the Rockefellers giving you all that stuff, you would have no clue what you're speaking. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to know brains about tribal cat. When I ask you what language you're speaking, you can't even speak your own languages. Yeah. Come on. Can you speak Paleo Hebrew? No. Can you speak this? Can you even read the Dead Sea Scrolls? No. Can you even read the Hebrew Bible? No. What the fuck nonsense is this? Come to me and talk about get out of here, man. Get out of here with this nonsense. Just tell me when I'm working. I do some work here. Delaying me. And when I asked him, what language are you speaking? Oh, what time period? When we left Israel, before we left Israel, before, bro. Bare lies. Bare lies. That's what I got from this debate. Bare lies. Yeah? Can't deal with people talk lies. I let men talk lies and I've had enough. I told him I was losing my patience. Yeah? Okay, now the kingdoms of Judah, the kingdoms of Israel and Judea. Okay. The two kingdoms their time, yeah. There's between two. Apparently, I could be right, I could be wrong. Israel only had two tribes in there. I think there's only it was Israel and one other tribe. Then the other kingdom, Judea, is where all the other tribes were situated. Yeah. So now, if we go back in history, even in the Bible, I could be right, I could be wrong. It's where the Hebrew Israelites now can come into their play. You got the little Bible, Biblos, like Book of Lies. Yeah. You find that the other kingdom was completely destroyed before they even left the area. He said complete. They didn't run away. They didn't say they scattered other places and they went there. They went there. Nah, nada. They were destroyed. Yeah. So I keep asking. God was never in Israel. God was in Judea. One of the tribes totally destroyed. They didn't run nowhere. He said that in the Bible. God told them that he shall be destroyed, shall be no more. So unless they're saying God is a liar, oh shit. Unless they're saying Yahweh is a liar, saying he's going to destroy them, and now they survive, I don't know. But when you check out the story of the two kingdoms, one was God said you'll be completely destroyed. And the other two tribes were only going to wander in wilderness. The tribe of Judah, and Israel, something else. I'm not too sure. Yeah, but that's what happened. I could be right, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Yeah. So when asking the tribe of Gad, where they go to, man doesn't know. Oh, went to. Okay. Keep on languaging. When I asked him, I know the Zulu language. Yeah. There are a few words which was stolen by the people, which were taken from that. Like I said, from the Coastal language, the Zulu language, some Shona words in there, some Igbo words. I've said this before. Now he's trying to say the only thing they kept out of their language was a couple of words. The only thing they could keep from their own language was a couple of words. The rest of the words just change over. Hmm? So let's go. This is how I was trying to stick with the language. I want you to know how could these Zulu people who were left speaking their own language, by the time they got to Africa, all they could remember from their own language was 2 fucking words, or 4 or 5, okay, a handful of words out of their language. So all they could remember was a couple handful of words. Can someone explain that to me? That's why he ran. He knew this was coming. Could you people, yeah, speaking your language only, whatever Hebrew it is, biblical Hebrew, is it Paleo? My son was speaking biblical Hebrew. Sakes. It is unbelievable. We were speaking biblical Hebrew, Beefy. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Man said we were speaking biblical Hebrew. First of all, family, the whole New Testament is written in Greek. Most of the Old Testament is written in Greek. So, what biblical Hebrew is he talking about? You see the lies, family. You have like to lie. Huh? You see how we like to lie. But we catch out the lies. This is when they like to talk for 10 minutes and interrupted. Well, no. When you break down the lies, it's too much. Sorry, the lies are too much, as I would say. Man said we were speaking biblical Hebrew. Where's the Hebrew in the Bible? First, fuck sakes. See the lies, family. Disgusting lies of this lying on genes. We're relying on genes. Yeah? Man said we were speaking. Let us think in, family. Man said the time we left Israel, he said they were speaking biblical Hebrew. Let us sink in. Please, family, let that one sink in. They were speaking. I'm done. I am done. So they're not speaking Paleo Hebrew, although at the time they left Israel, they're speaking Paleo Hebrew, but they were speaking Paleo Hebrew, but then they were talking biblical. Whatever. They were writing in Paleo Hebrew. I'm done. Carlos. Yeah. Carlos, family. Yeah. Very good, bro. Yeah. Come on. You can't deal with lies. Just easy pickings. Man said, yeah, there were, it was ancient times, they were speaking the most ancient Hebrew, yeah, which was Paleo Hebrew. But they were writing in Paleo Hebrew, but Zulu's tribe was speaking biblical Hebrew at the time. Let us sink in, family. Let us sink in the lies. Lies upon lies. Blink, you might miss a lie if you blink. Well, unfortunately for him, I don't blink. So I didn't miss a lie. Then that's why I asked him for private as well. I said the alphabet, I went to the alphabet with him first. It's going to be a scale of one language. We're speaking this, we're speaking that. Hmm? Uh, so I want to know, family, does that make sense? Press 1 in the comments, yeah, if this makes sense. Yeah, he said that his people spoke. Wait, the oldest Hebrew is Paleo Hebrew. So when I asked him about when they left Israel, they must have been speaking Paleo Hebrew at the time. Yes, cool. Let's run with that one. But then listen to this. When I asked him what language these people were speaking before they left Israel, listen to this. He said they were speaking biblical Hebrew. Yeah. When I asked him when was the Bible formed, so you don't. No, let's not go there, baby. Let's not go there. The Bible, Biblios, it's a Greek word. It means a collection of books. Only came 14. What was the Council of Nicaea? Yeah, around the time. 1 minute. Around the time. That's when. Mhm. That's when. Mhm. So that makes sense. That the Hebrew he was speaking back in the days was actually, and then people there. Well, good luck to him. I'm done. Coloss. So we just let people talk to themselves. But I saw my friend Kemo in the chat. He sent for me. He sent, and people don't know who I'm going to. It's an ancestor of people. She visited me the other day. She told me, "Listen, son, how dare they send for us? How dare? I was if it wasn't for you to reply to them, then ask them this simple question: Kemo, are you there? Why is everyone who's a Maroon called a Hebrew captain and all them things?" Again, I need to come here for 2 seconds. I'll be back. I'll be back. Hold tight. We're there for 2 minutes. Hey, are we? Camo, you're there. Come in. I don't see the difference between the Bible and WikiLeaks. Any book, I don't see the difference. But someone tell me this book is more important. Information is information. If people can't deal with information, then that's a problem. Someone tell me what's the difference between the Bible and WikiLeaks. Who wrote the Bible? Who said that should be put together? Let's go. Let's go into this. The Bible got more authority. Let's see who gets the Bible authority. Come on. Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? Bible versus WikiLeaks. Which one? We'll see which wins. Who wants all the smoke? Come on. Come on. Who wants to smoke? Bible versus WikiLeaks. Who wants to? Oh, you want to come down now? You don't want the smoke, yeah? I knew you wouldn't want the smoke. I told you today. I want all the smoke. I want all the flavors. Amnesia, gelato, cookie dog, rainbow cookies, every cookie, bro, out there. I want all. It hasn't gone left. I don't. Why people say it's gone left? If when people agree, it's gone left. We can't agree in everything. It's just called a debate, bro. We come from opposing views. How can you say it's gone left? Are you running? Because you remember, me and you were due a talk. Come on, bro. Let's have all this. I haven't got long to go as well. I need to be out of here by 5:30. So. I'll let you choose, Kemo. You want the Bible? Talk about the Bible? Talk about the Maroons? Or maybe you want to disagree with what Zulu was saying. Zulu says they came from Israel. You say they don't come from Israel. The Hebrews. So I want all the smoke. One of you is lying. We're gonna find out who's telling the truth today. One of you is lying. One of you is telling the I want all the smoke, all the flavors. The Zulu says they come from Israel, innit? Tribe, the Hebrew Israelites. But he said it comes from Council of years. Thank you very much. The information is what picks in it. We go for the information. I don't care what they like I said, I read the Bible, see information in it. I don't say, oh, who put the Bible in the Bible? Why did Paul write all the letters? I don't ask why Paul wrote the letters in the Bible, do I? We just say, okay, it's the Bible. Uh, put Paul's letters in the Bible. Corinthians, I can name a few. Who decided? Paul or God? Who decided? Let's go in the Bible. Was it God or Paul? I want it now, God damn it. I want information right here. I don't want I want to know who said it should be called the Old Testament and the New Testament. I want the information here right now. I want all the delay on my table. I don't know oral work. Yeah, I want this delay upon delay. Who told Paul to put them letters in the Bible? Right now. God damn it. I want all the smoke, baby. Mm. Come on to me. To the Maroons, use the Bible. Hmm? Listen to some stuff. Maroons. When she was finding them people there, she was calling to turn them worry. You don't know the truth, bro. Family. I've got a few tunes for you. Let's see if the camera, who decided to canonize him? Hmm? Who told Abu Bakr to put the Quran together? I want all the smoke. Hmm? Who told Paul to put the letters in the Bible? Modern language. Abu Bakr? Was it, or was it the House of Wisdom, where Al-Tabari was a big student? How about that? Hadiths. We're bringing the old and the new Jalil out. We want all this. Hmm? About Rasta. This is linked to Rasta now. On all the smoke. Hmm? Hmm? How did Yah, the old Hindu god, get to the Caribbeans? Hmm? How did dreadlocks get to the Caribbean? Hmm? How did ganja get to the Caribbean? I want to know if she got that smoke. Hmm? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hmm? with them coolies who came with the gun. Hmm? I want all the smoke. Let me share my screen quickly. I want all the smoke. Um, um, mm, 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 mm. Get some debate. No wiki. I want all the smoke, all the flavors, baby. This is not the one, isn't it? All right, let me find the. I need to find the right sauce. Got the Indian red man smoking the gun. Oh, you don't know where dreadlock come from, yeah? Okay. I want all flavors. You ready, family? Boom. This is where dreadlocks come from. I'm gonna share my screen. 1 second, we can see. But sexy. The Bible said, Jesus come back. I'm eternal here. Hmm? Okay. I am actually. I am. Raheem Pep. I am actually today. I am. Um, um, I said, make sure that I share my screen. Press one, the chat, you can see my screen. Man, hey, come on. Come on. Don't get too happy, bro. Wait. Bro. Huh? I'm not happy from Africa, bro. Yeah? Allow that. Yeah? Half your Hebrew talking about. Get to know your talk, get to know yourself, bro. Get to know your history, bro, as a Hebrew. Half Hindu. Facts. I asked you who took the word ganja to the Caribbean. To the Caribbean. Hmm? Who took dreadlocks? All the smoke, baby. All the smoke. All the smoke. I know a few tribes in Africa or children, both special, who are born with dreadlocks. For sure, with the weather, it's goddamn hot out there, bro. You don't have the wig of hair in your head. Believe me, it's gonna feel good. Huh? Hmm? I'm from there. Hmm? You know what? No. I'm telling you now. It's a different thing, bro. Yeah? Yeah, bro, long hair, dark brown, Maasai, but then they plait the hair. They don't lock it. It's not dreadlocks. This thing is not African. An ancient African tribe, dreadlocks. I beg you. Don't say Rasta, man. I beg you. Yeah. Ja Rastafari. Hey, listen. When people say I sound crazy, yeah? I'm good. That's why it's called a dreadlock. A lock. That's a dreadlock. Hair. Hmm? Hmm? Hey, Obasaxi, where in Nigeria do you see dread? Hmm? Let's go better. They say, oh, you came from Ghana, you came from this area, huh? This is Yakan, eh? It's dreadlocks. I beg you. She's more Jamaican than from Akan people, eh? Show me that can show me that can people with dreadlocks. This is your culture, you know? I want the smoke today. Ooh. Where can people? Where can? Okay, cool. You can't be what, bro? You can't be Hindu. What are you? Camel's top. I want to smoke today. Show me where the Akan people have dreadlocks. You say you're from tribal Akan. Where people come from? Let's deal with you specifically. Oh shit. Bro, I'm sounding crazy, bro. Okay, Akan people in Ghana, beg my pardon, who wore dreadlocks, or West Africans who wore dreadlocks. In time, bro. This high tech business. We went from time, bro, from ancient days. So tell me, bro, when we wearing dreadlocks, we had combs. Where the dreadlocks came from. I'm sounding crazy. You're sounding crazy, not Jaleel, bro. Bring your day. Them man there. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, whoa. That Shiva in dreadlocks. Yeah. Rumor has it that all the Shiva were at dreadlocks. Do you know this, Kimo? This is a holy. I want all the smoke. The holy Hindu men have dreadlocks. I didn't know this. I want all the smoke. Talk to me, baby. Let's tell me where the dreadlocks came from in Africa. Let's point me to the direction, the tribe. Camel. Are you running now? It wasn't the roster man, but the first roster man, then it'd be how Tina Bread Dog City. You know, the other roster prophets, Marcus Garvey, Tina Bread Dog City. So I know that Bread Dog City is a roster man, it's not a roster thing. This, bro. Even banning weed is a roster man thing. I know this, bro. Like I said, where did they come from originally? Who took the Caribbean? Huh? Was it Indian man? Let's go. Come on, we'll talk, bro. Let's have a talk. Come, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Even most Maroons don't have roster. Wear roster. I lie. Very few. I lie. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll add the yawn. I'm just gonna smoke some minutes. Quick. Yeah, get my edge communication on. And I'm coming back just 5 shows for half an hour, then I gotta go. Oh. Yeah, for me, I need to. That's how Kemo. I wait for Kemo to jump on, but he doesn't want to jump on one of the other pro shows. But RIP Hangouts, and we will be back live. Don't you watch that? Little platforms out there will be going on. So this is the end for us having these live convos. So Kemo, I'm still gonna get you. My family, I gotta go. I'm gonna tidy up now and finish my work. Good to go. Big up yourselves.